Okay.
Welcome to Friday, everybody. I am your host, Rainy Ryder. Oh, looks like we got a small problem in the studio. It's showing up like huge. Hang on a second.
Sure, make me feel like the ugly stepchild.
We're getting there. Man, I tell you, I've had all kinds of problems in the studio today, and they're not getting any better. So,
where's the camera? Added.
dude, I'm telling you, this is insane. Stand by, everybody. We're getting there. So it's like really slowly. I swear to God.
Oh, Rainy handles
there we go.
Hello, everyone. This is Bleak Ride, and I am not your host. Here we are.
Let's see if we can get this fixed. What a day. What a day.
Well, this is working well.
I was telling Lila that it's storming holy heck here. So just count me as a maybe, because if the power goes out, I'll try to come back.
So you're here till you're not?
I'm here for a good time, not for a long time.
Aren't we all, dear?
I'm going to get this fixed, and as soon as somebody else pops in, it's going to fuck up again. So let's just, you know what? I'll take that as it comes. So let me, I think I've almost got it, and boom.
I wanted to be noted that I am not the first one to swear within the first 5 minutes tonight.
You know what? It's a deserved swear. Okay, everybody, we got it straight now. Okay, hi, I'm your host. I'm Rainy Ryder. Welcome to the show. Tonight I have with me Bleak and G-Ma. Well, I am. All right. So here we are. Tonight's video brought to you by Tears from the Left Bourbon.
Ooh.
Indulge wisely.
We're drinking.
You know what? I had it the other night. And it was hot when I did my first shot. When I got it, it tasted like gasoline when it was hot. Now I have it on ice, and it tastes like cold gasoline. But that's all right. All right, tonight I have with me Bleak Ride. Say hello, Bleak.
Hey, everybody. Hello out there, TV land.
And G-Ma Rides, or Lila, as some of us call her.
Hello.
So tonight we're going to talk about. We're going to start with the program. Let's start with the camp out. We're getting ready for the camp out. Some of us. And we'll just see where it goes from there. We might keep it on target.
What a surprise.
Probably won't.
Fun. I was exposed to, use that properly, I was exposed to the camp out by a man, a dastardly man named of Shade Tree Surgeon. And his videos, rotten as they may be, drew me in. And I felt emboldened, really, to donate as much as I could, within reason, to this charity, helping young folks who've aged out of foster care, who are kind of left with nothing. Not kind of, they are. They're left with nothing. Stuff me and you take for granted. And there's some good people out there in the world, and Forgotten Angels represents the best of them, because it's got David and Cindy Tilly. Or Tyler, sorry. David and Cindy Tyler.
It might as well be Tilly. I mean, who's the real boss there, right?
Right.
Cindy.
And Cindy is like just this wonderful woman. I've called her a living saint. She probably doesn't appreciate that, but she's out there trying to make people's lives better with whatever she can. And if she can help them get an education, get some semblance of stability in their life, and a sense of family, the familial bond that begins to center us all. She does that. She gives that to these young folks who need her, and in their time of need, she's there. And David, and they, like I said, they get him an education, and I suppose they'd say, God willing, a motorcycle. How the whole circle of life, the circle of the program works.
Circle of gas. Circle of tire. Jeremy, yes, it does. It might as well be 190 proof, but not clear liquor. Yeah, it's I mean, we can't say it enough. It sounds like a tagline, but you really do when you're there feel like family. Sometimes the stepchild, sometimes the kid that didn't do the dishes, but you feel like family when you're there.
Oh yeah.
So
Even I'm pretty I'm pretty terrible in person. I get real introverted, and I had people who I'd seen on the TV. I had them coming up to me like, "Hey, man, how you doing?" Just outgoing, good, kindness was a kind of a running theme throughout the whole thing.
Yep.
And yeah, speaking of old Mr. Shade Tree, he comes riding up with that graceful Ellie, super tall lady on the back of a dirt bike. Hey, what's up, Leak? Everybody was right there. It was like, yeah, like being part of a big family, and you won't
Yep.
you won't feel alone while you're there, and you will feel welcomed, and you'll know that you're whatever you are, whether you're a bad person or a good person, you're doing good things in that moment. For that weekend, I mean, you can count yourself amongst the blessed few.
it's a good place to be. Let's shout out to who's out in the crowd tonight. Let's see. Oh, a lot of people. So Chasing Ghosts, Bermuda Tech Guy, Serenity Kitty, Neil, Keith Huntsman. That's about it, I guess. Oh, of course, Dan Apillion style. So here we are. Got top fans tonight. Oh, let me make sure I turn on all my chat. I don't want to miss anybody tonight.
Yeah.
Thank
I've
you.
got mine in live chat.
I don't know why it doesn't show Jerry. If I don't have live chat turned on, it doesn't show Jerry. I'll figure that out at another date and time.
I never understood how that worked until um anyway, somebody told me flip the button on the top, and of course he didn't tell me that until I was in the middle of my like first ever solo live stream. It was so confusing. Oh yeah, the one that won the bike, the white bike.
Sick bastard.
Thank you.
He has a
That's
real
why I
name,
love
and
the
I can
bastard,
never.
but that seemed like rude. It's Eric.
Eric.
Yes.
Yeah, I keep
I
forgetting
was
his
like,
real name because he's just sick bastard or sick
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
or deadhead.
The coffee crew.
yeah. Definitely the coffee
Him
crew.
Coffee.
Him and the duct tape guys getting after it
It's
every morning. I love it because it reminds me. I
yep,
rarely have the time to jump into their little their podcasts, and I
yeah,
wish I had more time because it's quaint. It feels homey. It feels like home. You walk in and you're just greeted. You're welcomed, and it's just a
yep.
bunch of good guys chitting and chatting, and they do this like every morning or almost every.
Every day.
Yeah, and I think what a sense of community right there,
Yeah,
and there's so much of that in this circle and
this is
between
true.
us that I don't know. It kind of makes my heart feel good every time. Like
Yep.
I said, I don't have time to click on it, but I see him there, and I'm like, very nice.
I
Well,
could.
and I was doing a live stream one time, so I was trying to coordinate my time, so that I wouldn't stomp on their feet with the coffee crew stuff. And they were like, "It's okay if you're doing a live while we're on. We're just going to put you on ours, and we're just going to talk about you." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, I feel they usually have it. So I luck out because most time when they're on, I'm on my lunch break, so I can sit at my desk and kind of watch them. And they're like, get on," and I'm like, "I can't. I'm at work." And it would be
That
very
would be bad,
disruptive.
wouldn't it?
So I get on and I watch, and I've jumped on a couple times when I've had I can close the door and there's nobody there because
Yeah.
sometimes I luck out and they do it when all of the office is gone to lunch because they're hoity-toity, they all leave for lunch. I stay because I'm broke
Must be
most of the time.
nice.
Yeah, I spend all my spare money
Hear
on
that.
motorcycle parts,
Bike
Man,
parts.
or whole motorcycles. Shit.
I've been making for almost 2 months straight, man. I've been making every day Black Forest ham, aged white cheddar cheese sandwich. Set it
Ooh,
in the
yummy.
cooler, and I eat that, and I save money on eating out every day, so I can spend it on my motorcycle.
Bleak, I was thinking about you talking about that. We were talking about traveling cross country and what we eat. So when I leave in June, my resolution is to stop every 4 days or so and resupply my little cooler so I can save some money that way. So I can still eat out of my little cooler instead of having to do lunch from the gas station. probably be
Well,
healthier for me
it
too.
makes it such a little adventure too. Like I said, I like the little
Yeah,
charcuterie things
yeah,
because you get a little bit of everything in it. You can pull off, find a
yep,
beautiful little place to sit.
yeah,
You can be out of the way of the world. And
yep,
that's for me where the best moments happen when I'm out of the way. No one's around. I'm 100 miles from anything, and it's just me and
yeah.
the earth, and I'm getting my sustenance, and I can reflect on what it all means.
Good day so far.
I've ate
Yeah.
some of my best sandwiches stopped in a gas station somewhere in a town that I can't pronounce the name of.
Sure.
I like I really like those uncrustable things. And I noticed that you can buy them in the freezer pre-made for you. So I thought, if I stopped at a Walmart or something, and I don't know why, I just love that old squidgy peanut butter and jelly and white bread type thing. They're so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are pretty good, and they're good frozen too. I don't know if you guys know that. You don't have to
Yeah.
unfreeze them to eat them. They're actually really good frozen.
Oh yeah.
When I first got them, I thought, okay, it must be uncooked or something, because we bought the grape ones, and I love the grape ones.
Oh yeah.
I found the strawberry ones a couple of times, and I've never been able to find them since. So I don't know if they.
I don't like strawberry.
I like the strawberry
The
ones, but
strawberry
but you
jam
can
ones.
never find them. You can never find them, and they
Well,
have chocolate
I
ones
mean,
too, and those are pretty good.
yeah.
Now, if they made
The trick
Nutella ones,
is,
that'd be great.
oh yeah, that would be bomb.
Might have to bring my own
This is
Nutella.
kind of an idea for my next trip though,
You gotta
because I
calm
can
down
make
over there,
some.
Rainey. Fat enough. Talk about
Journey of
Nutella
Jerry, hello.
sandwiches ago. Goodness.
Jerry, come in. We were just talking about you. No, dude.
Um,
I keep saying I'm
we
going to
turn the
get.
clocks ahead this weekend.
Is it this weekend? Shit.
Is it? Somebody just said in the chat, and he's usually right.
I think it is. Damn it.
Uh, I won't even be home to do that. It's a
Well.
good thing they happen automatically.
So you're leaving out when?
I'm leaving Tuesday, and I will be coming home a week after that.
Okay.
I've already talked to Cindy and Colleen and Graceful Darkness and Joe. Yeah.
Mikey,
And
welcome
Jerry,
in.
of course.
Jerry,
Yeah.
I have
So I'm looking
sprung a
forward
deal
to it.
with. Diana says that those are Nutella, not chocolate. So,
Mm,
okay, I guess that's why they're so good, because they're chocolate. I mean, Nutella.
that would be it. Yep.
I'm sold. And
Oh, yeah.
Not Circle K, geez. Love's does have Uncrustables in their refrigeration.
Good to
So
know.
I guess I'll look next time I go. Because I already knew I loved going to Love's. I love Love's. So I
I
just
kind of
have
prefer
to.
Loves over the other stops.
I do too. And I think the gas station, the not every one of them, but most of the Love's gas stations, if you can't find a Buc-ee's, Love's is second nature. Because
Definitely.
it used to be, so back in the trucking days, Flying J was fantastic, Travel America was fantastic, and then as these
Still
other
have
gas
some of
stations
those
took
here.
over, as the other stations took over, the Travel Americas and the Flying J's kind of went downhill. So, but you get what you
Oh,
pay for. So.
Bucky sets the bar pretty high.
Buc-ee's sets a very high bar, and I don't know why
I feel
people
like-
can't stand Buc-ee's, but man, it's like hating Jesus. Why? Why are you going to do that? Why you going to do that?
Right.
Come on.
because they don't have a place to sit down in there.
I
Well,
feel like
can you
one of the
imagine?
great things about Bucky's is that they're not everywhere, so it really makes you appreciate it more.
Yeah, they're not up here.
Like Waffle
They're
House.
sure
You're
not
not
up
here in
here.
Iowa.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Waffle House.
Pretty south. Like Waffle House.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
I've been on a real kick about that one lately.
Oh, me, dude, I fell in love with that today. I'm like, I've been putting that everywhere.
Oh, thank
Blink
you.
for Congress. Yay!
Bleak for everything.
I'm taking my t-shirt to the camp out, please.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I'm so honored, man.
And not a lot of things make the cut because I usually only bring like 2 things with me to wear. Because my usual thing is I'm traveling solo, so I don't care if I smell and I don't care if somebody sees the same shirt. So I was posting stuff one time when I did a cross country, and I have 2 shirts. That's it, right? And so this girl that I know, she's like, do we need to take up a collection for a change of clothes for you? You're going to wear your shirt out. No.
Yeah.
It can
As
stand
far
up
as
on
I've
its own
ridden
by now,
across
but
country.
still. Yeah.
Part
Well,
of it.
the good thing about being on a motorcycle is if you do start getting smelly, you just take your jacket off
Yep.
and
They're out.
blows you right out.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like being in a, so like a boot dryer. A boot dryer doesn't do a whole lot except warm the air and blow air across it, and that's enough to kill the bacteria. So
Yeah.
basically, you're
Same
on a
with
big boot dryer.
people don't get it that like they romanticize things, but most of the world's actually pretty smelly. Me and my buddies
Oh
like to go
yeah.
hiking each year. Like we'll be going hiking in October of this year. We'll,
Oh,
we'll be in Colorado. When you're out on a
nice.
trail all day, it gets funky,
Oh
you know.
yeah.
And you sweat, just dripping sweat. And I've wrenched my shirt out at one point and just put it back on, sopping and nasty. And it's what it is. That's being out in the wilderness and doing stuff.
It's funny. I never knew. You get used to things. And where I grew up, there's a lot of dogwoods. Matter of fact, they have the Dogwood Festival about 15 miles from where I grew up. And I didn't know it at the time, but dogwood trees actually smell really bad. They smell like wet mops.
Huh.
And where I work now, the entire front of the property is covered in dogwood trees.
Oh.
And they started blooming yesterday, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. The dogwoods are blooming. And then today I'm driving by them, and it's like, what did that smell? Is there a sewage leak? What the hell is going on? And one of the salesmen is like, yeah, that's the dogwood trees. They always smell like that every year. And I'm like, what? And he says, yeah, that's the dogwood trees. After they bloom, that's how they smell for like a week. Never knew. It's like I grew up on a pig farm too, and I never realized how bad pigs smell because I was around it every day. And here I am now. I go home and you go down by the pig pens, or I drive by pig farms, and I'm like, man, our pigs never smelled like that. And my sister's like, oh yeah, they did. They always smell like that. Just never knew.
Yeah. So when I was growing up on the east side of Des Moines, not too far from us was a rendering plant, and it
Ew.
would get pretty ripe. You'd be on your way to school and you'd get a smell each day. It was a
Yep.
humbling experience. Like, yep, all right, I know which side of the tracks I'm on. Smelly side.
Who's got a new LED light? Who's bright? I'm bright. My head's shiny.
That's
Yeah,
you.
I had shiny too.
I have a cat.
Freshly shaved, if you call it that. I was getting to that point where I was getting real itchy, so I took about 2 inches off.
I went and had a facial.
Look wonderful.
Me too. I
Oh,
mean, I
Look
took a
wonderful.
shower.
I don't know how I had the difference.
Well, I'm almost 70. I've got to look out for the skin.
I want to look half as good as you at 70.
Oh, you're so sweet. Oh,
Oh, you're talking about the headlight. Yes, he got an LED for his headlight. Yes, yeah. So I got the new headlight
oh
on
yeah.
my Street Glide. Dude, it's bright as hell, and I still didn't think it was bright
Yeah.
enough, so I got some highway lights, and now I blind everybody. But you know what? Everybody sees me.
Yeah.
I don't think call it rude if you want to, but I don't think you can have a bright enough headlight on a motorcycle or enough
Uh-uh.
lights.
I want to have a couple more lights on the ass end of the Road King because pretty much that's what they see. And I don't want them to run me over if they think they're going to catch up with me.
Yeah,
I mean, realistically.
totally agree.
So I have
Just saying.
one of them high output LED lights on the Dyna, but I
Uh-huh.
already want the yellow fog light lower,
Oh, yeah.
the little bar
Well,
light.
my girlfriend has also a Dyna, same as mine, a switchback, but she has the Hiawatha style, like you're talking about putting on yours.
Uh-huh.
And I would love to put those on my Dyna as well, because once I ran the Road King with all the highway lights and stuff, I'm like, I still feel pretty confident on my bike, on my Dyna, but I would really like the added visibility of those yellow lights in the front.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I don't know if it's true. I haven't fact checked it, but I've heard from more than one person. The yellow lights. So there's an issue with the really white, like the LP6 Baja white ones, where they don't really flash a deer's eyes like you want them to, and the yellow ones do. It almost makes it fluoresce. Oh, like stand
Huh.
right out. I haven't tested that. I don't know if that's accurate.
I haven't heard anything, and we have a lot of deer activity up here, but
People
I'll look
told me
around.
that's one of the reasons they like to run the yellow, white, because you're getting
Yeah.
both wavelengths.
Makes
So
sense.
it makes sense. It also sounds good. So I'll have to check into
Sorry,
it.
I have to get my dog situated now.
Sit your dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rainy
Well,
on his big street glide. It's a sharp bike.
Dude, I am in love with
yeah, it
that bike,
is.
and the more I ride it, the more I love it.
Yep.
Now, what's run me over some of it was the wasn't the standard. It was the
So this one is a standards FLHX. So,
okay.
and it's the standard, but somehow it got the 114 on it. And when I was going through it, I don't know if they upgraded it. So I think it would have been a special, except for they didn't put the trunk on it. And then it would be an FLHXT
The 114 is a great
SPROQ.
motor.
It's awesome. Plus, it's got the tune and it's whatever else he did to it. But the intake is absolutely awesome. It's not so far haven't got it in the summer yet. I got it in September, I think. So I'm looking forward to see what it does down in Tampa and how hot it actually gets. That's the one thing everybody tells me. Oh yeah, it gets hot, but but mine doesn't have a catalytic converter on it, so it may not get that hot.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. It's got the S&S exhaust, the long straights. They're not neighbor haters. They're long straights, but they're slightly muffled. But it sure is loud as shit though.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. That 114 is a nice motor, and you got what is it? The three variations of each of the motor lines, where it's like the 114 can come in a classic, um, standard, and then a high output. They did that across each of the motor lines, where there's like a standard, a classic. Maybe they didn't do it on the 121, but the Softail Heritage is what they have. They have that one tuned, what they call the classic. And the Street Bob, the 114, or the 114 that I assume is your bike, they have that one tuned as the standard. And then there's the 121 high output that is in like the big road glides and stuff. There's also another version though. I think there's a 117 high output that's in the Lowrider ST. I don't think it is
maybe.
121. It's
Well, yeah, it seemed like every 2 years they were adding like 3 to 5 cc's, just bumping it and bumping it and bumping it. So, Lost on the Road just popped in. Welcome. How goes it? He's from your neck of the woods there, Gma.
Yes, he
When's
is.
the last time you rode with him?
I think it was a Weirdos event in Portland a couple years ago. We all went to. He wasn't on the one that we went out to Hood River, but I believe he was on the one where it started out in a rainstorm. And it ended in a rainstorm on the way home for me.
Buck,
It was lovely.
yeah, Buck Brown just popped in and made it a point to say he is not driving tonight.
Thank you, Buck.
Good boy.
That's
All right, so Bleak, you're not going to be able to make it this year.
no,
Wish you
I
could.
wish I could, but I've got so much going on here. But for all those who are going to make it, I think we covered that what you're walking into, kindness and a wonderful charity. But
Yep.
some of the stuff you'll notice. So I traveled from Iowa to Florida. Iowa is not what you'd call inviting. Florida is very inviting. Florida will get you very warm real quick. And something people should know, especially if you haven't traveled there. If you're in the chat, maybe everybody here is old professional, but the Florida sun slaps hard. It slaps way harder
Right on
than the
the
Iowa sun.
right on the back of your
Iowa
neck and
sun,
on your
you get
nose.
a little gentle rub, and that Florida sun burned my flesh off in 3 hours. So that is something to know going into this camp out. You're going to be under that Florida sun for approximately 3 to 4 days.
Yep.
You want to plan accordingly. There is a Walmart very close to the Forgotten Angels compound.
Yep. Two things you want to get immediately when you get there is sunscreen and bug spray.
Yes, and the bug spray.
Get the bug spray. The mosquitoes just started coming out here today, and they didn't come out like in a dull roar. Also, that was the ones that are the size of quarters start popping out, and it's like
Damn.
what the hell? So yeah.
We haven't got them yet here either. We're still doing like 40s and 30s and 40s in the mornings, but today and yesterday we hit 60s, middle 60s during the day.
We hit 89 today.
Holy smokes!
And it was supposed to be a high of 70 today. Did they get that one wrong? But now it was also saying next. So I was planning on leaving next Thursday morning, and it said it was going to be 40 in the morning. So I'm like, I will probably leave Wednesday after work because it's going to be like 60 after work, and I'll just leave then. Well, now it says it's going to be 79 after work. But I've already planned on leaving Wednesday. Now I've made up my mind to do it, so I'm going to leave Wednesday after work and drive all night and try to get there on Thursday noonish-ish. Buck says he may not make it. Well, that blows. All right, so let's start talking, guys, in the plant here. If you've been there before, what are you going to do or take with you differently this time that you didn't take last time? So I'm going to kick this off. Usually I have like it's about the size of a phone, is a little rechargeable battery. So this time I've decided to go with the supersized triple fold out solar panel. It folds up into like a small notebook size and opens up into a big panel. Has little hangers on it where I can hang it on the back of the bike or on the side. Because one thing I had last year, I had a couple of battery backups, only one of them was solar. Or last time I was there. So this time I've decided to go with more solar power because really, if you've been to the camp out, you know everybody's trying to fight over the chargers in the Yingling hut to recharge your phones.
Yeah.
And
we ain't going to play.
No. Two things you can do. So if you have a battery tender hookup for your bike, like to hook up while you're, for like over winter, battery tender sells a reverse USB plug. You can plug right into that and charge stuff right off of your bike battery. If you've got a Sportster, I don't recommend it. However, if you've got a bigger bike with a larger battery, it's an absolutely fantastic way to charge your stuff without having to turn your bike on and actually kill power and charge up the whole bike.
Hi, baby.
So, small thing. Also this year, definitely bug spray. And I'm going to carry with me an Indian blanket again this year to put under my sleeping bag. Because some people like the roll-up mats. Some people like the blow-up air mattresses. We brought air mattresses before, and because of the shape of the ground, you basically, anything that sticks up is still going to go through the air mattress because it's not, it just pushes all the air out of the way and pokes right into you. So the blankets are a better option for something to put down and lay on. So the Indian, like the knitted blankets, the woven blankets, are, to me anyway, a little better than trying to lay on an air mattress. Crickets.
I'm staying with Colleen. I'm not camping.
Oh.
Screw that shit.
And
if they want coffee in the morning, somebody gonna have to loan me a bike to get there and make it.
If I was going again, I would bring a bigger tent. I had bought the smallest tent I could possibly find, hoping to save space on the motorcycle. The motorcycle had no problems. I could have bought a much bigger tent. I was actually quite tent jealous. Rainey had a wonderful tent. I was in a coffin.
Yes, it actually was small. Yeah. So
and I tell you, if you have a big tent, so I have one of those fold out solar panels as well, and actually having something large enough to lay it out on during the day to capture the good sun. And I would recommend that if you follow those first two tips, you get a good sized tent, you're able to get your solar panel out. Have one of those battery backups that you just leave plugged in when you're not in the tent and you've got your phone with you, so that that device is always charging. Because exactly, trying to get into that hut, you're battling 20, 30 other people. It's like the showers in the morning. If you get at it early, you can get it. But if you are like me and you had some drinks and you maybe screwed around into the evening and we're all tired, I was always like Johnny come lately, just, hey, can I get one of these chargers, guys?
Well, you have to make friends with somebody that's in the kitchen crew is what you have to do.
Get access to that plug-in in the kitchen?
I got you.
I am glad I got the panel this time.
That was another thing. Like, I'm a hardcore coffeeer, and so I had brought my own little pup cooking element and like canister, and just needed water. I was up before everybody else. It's just my clock wakes me up at 6 a.m. and kind of no matter where I am. And I was up making my own coffee, sitting there before the sun had even come up. And it's kind of a mad rush in there in the beginning of the morning. And you don't want
Yeah.
to be like trying to stand in people's way who are trying to put some stuff together. So it's really helpful to really consider what you can bring that'll help your needs while you're there.
Yep. Very true.
Because although you're there as a guest of Forgotten Angels, I would also say it's not their job to provide for you.
Nope.
We're all there as adults. You kind of got to plan ahead. You are out, in some regards, camping. You're camping, you're tenting, and act accordingly.
I have found that, so the first time we went, I tried to bring everything overpacked. And I had the coffee pot, and I had the jet burner, and I had all this stuff. And then I realized real quickly how close you actually are to everything when you're at the campgrounds. And so now, if I can stay awake long enough to get down to what's that gas station down there? Wawa's? You just go to Wawa's. You don't need to bring food. You don't bring any snacks. I mean, you need to bring enough snacks to get you from home to there. But yeah, we tried to bring everything the first time, and it was like, this is silly. Plus, the tents are packed so close together. They do have, the fire pit area. And I'm wondering, I did get a Coleman French press. So you could probably make your coffee at that. But yeah, the jet boiler, though, after I thought about it for a while, I'm like, why am I bringing propane? I would have more room this time. Something else I'm going to do, though. So the first time I went, we brought a really, really small tent because I didn't know what the deal was going to be there. What up, girly? And then after the first 2 times of trying to sleep in that and roll around on the ground to try to get into the tent, I decided we're going to get the big tent. So then we got the tent Mahaj. And we kept that for I guess we used it for 2 or 3 years. And then I found when I started going down to Little Sturgis down in Mississippi, I didn't need that big tent anymore because it was way too fucking big. So I bought a mid-sized tent that's still big enough that I can actually almost stand up in it to change clothes and stuff. But it's not so big that it takes me, an hour to roll it back up and put it back in the bag. So that'll be an experiment for this time. And I'm hoping that'll get me out of Valrico before noon on Sunday. Because the longer it takes you to roll your tent up, the longer it takes to tell everybody goodbye. And that is yes, absolutely.
See, I went to bed
goodbye.
early on, Saturday night. And I wish, my one regret is I hadn't went to bed so early because I'm such a worrier. I was like, am I going to be tired on the road tomorrow? I better get to bed. And I missed some of the best fun. It would have been okay to sleep in a little late, and I missed all of the goodbyes. I said goodbye to Biker Babe Beth, who was leaving about the same time. And I said goodbye to Annette and her husband, and that was about it. I was out the door. And so I missed all the people.
I got to hear you drive away.
And I also missed all the goodness over the night, because I've seen the video of you and Shade Tree and everybody carrying on and up on the stage and karaokeing, and I was just like, man, I shot myself in the foot on that one.
Well, I mean, you're really far away. So you're probably 12 more hours of driving than I am. So you've got to kind of get out of there early enough, or just split your days up. I mean, I guess it depends on how much time you actually have to spend, but
well, that's what I had done on the way down there. I allotted 500 miles each day. I didn't really know what to expect. And then after my little pep talk from her 2 wheels, that day on the way back, I hit 750. It was like, I'm a freaking all-star. It's getting weird in this helmet, so I'm...
Yeah, when you start seeing things and hearing things and what's that? Where's that? It's time to stop.
I wake up and I'm like, was I asleep? Who was riding? That's scary. I hope we're close to something. This is going to happen again.
Oh,
No.
no.
No, I remember going through Alabama because, I mean, I left after work. So by the time I got past Montgomery, it was like 2 in the morning. And there's all these deer on the road, and here's the curve in the road. And I'm like, hey, the bike's not moving. Oh, shit, that's because I'm not turning it. And I went to turn into the curve, and it's like, I need to stop. And so that's when you like start smacking yourself in the throat, and then you're like trying to shake yourself and to get some adrenaline going.
Visor up just so it's just cold.
Yeah.
Like this
Yeah.
cold blasting me, and I'm like, oh.
Yep. And that's when when you realize, okay, I can't make this a 5-minute gas stop. This is when I got to get off the bike, walk around, eat a corn dog, get a coffee, drink the entire coffee before I get back on the bike without trying to shotgun it, because you've got to take those breaks. I mean, and it actually, you would think that the quicker you get there, the less you need to sleep or whatever, but you got to take those breaks. Listen to your body. If you get back on the bike and 30 minutes later your body's telling you stop again and get something to drink, listen to it. And then maybe when you get back on after that 30 minute stop, you might be able to drive for 3 or 4 more hours. But
and if you're not, then you should stop and call it for the night.
That's right.
Well,
Listen to what your body's telling you.
I had pulled off. I wasn't sure. I was still like 2 hours out, and I was really tired. And I pulled off at a rest stop, and I laid on not a picnic table, but like a big table they had at this rest stop. I just laid on the table, and I think I probably fell out for about half an hour or 45 minutes. Nobody bothered me. I don't know if I'd recommend doing this, but I needed it. I conked out, I got back up, kind of got my wits back about me, and got back on the road. I want to say that was in Tennessee. That was helpful because Tennessee beat me up. That road is windy, lots of semis, and I felt like I'd been in a fight after Tennessee.
I was on I-90 going over to Sturgis by myself one year, and I was so tired. I left home tired, and I wound up at a rest stop, and I laid down on the table, just picnic table, just crashed hard. I don't know how long. I think I was out for about an hour. Finally, I wake up to a ranger poking my foot. You can't sleep here. You can't sleep here. Huh? You can't sleep here. I'm like, I'm not sleeping. I'm napping. Well, I understand you're tired, but you can't sleep here. I'm like, I'm not sleeping. I'm awake now. Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. Thanks, Mother.
But you know what? Getting that hour or 2 hours of sleep before they come along and nudge you on the foot, that's a game changer. And,
Yep.
I've rolled out my sleeping bag right next to my bike in my parking space. I
Be right back.
park kind of that parallel to the curb.
Okay, you going to the gym?
Put myself between the bike and the curb. Just,
Oh, okay. Love you. I'll see you when you get back. You can take my car if you want.
It makes a difference.
And I think a lot of them can be pretty understanding as long as you don't wake up like, F words. You say, I was too tired to keep
F
going.
word, F you, F this, F that.
Unsafe for me to travel at that point.
I was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say.
Sometimes I can be nice.
Yeah.
Act like that's a surprise.
Well, some of these bigger rest stops have, the picnic tables and lots of lighting and stuff. I wouldn't recommend it at a lot of them, but like the Florida one, that's a perfect example of a really big parking spot or a rest stop. Ohio has a lot of them too.
It happened in Florida on the Dyna. It was great. They give you orange juice in Florida at the rest stops. Have you been here before? I was like, no, I haven't. Would you like to try some Florida orange juice? I would love to.
Yeah, if the information booth is open, I go in because they've always got something cool. They used to give you bags of oranges in the one on Florida when you're coming through when you come out of Georgia into Florida on that back road, like you're going towards Lakeland or Tallahassee. That road, they would give you oranges. And when I went through it last time, it was like, now it's all of a sudden it's grown up. The gas station's not there. The rest stop's not there. All they have now is bathrooms. So I'm like, what the fuck? Cheating me.
Homeless people. Yeah, some states will actually give you like free state stickers and stuff and like a little map of the state, motorcycle riding in the state. And some of the welcome centers charge you for the stickers, but it's always worth stopping, see if they have anything free. Because I'm about the free souvenirs.
Free shit's awesome. Yeah.
Postcards, little things for the kids to keep busy in the car. I'm like, I'm a kid. I want that.
I need crayons. Give me some fucking crayons.
Yeah.
I'll eat them.
The lady gave me one of those one time, and she goes, now, don't be coloring while you're riding. It's like, yeah, that's pretty much impossible, but thank you. She thought she was cute. She thought she was cute.
Yeah, Buck, thanks for that. If the time wasn't so off, I'll probably be going through Valdosta at about 8:00 in the morning. So, yeah, if I'm wiped out, I might stop by for a shower or something. But I'm sure you're probably going to be headed down the road when I go through there. So, we'll see. I'll keep up with you. I'll keep up on Instagram.
We all have Buck's number.
I wish I hadn't been so tired on my way back. I had the opportunity to take a side split and go meet a fella from the Discord, Any Two Wheels, and I didn't. I just was like, hey man, I do really want to meet you. I think we'd be best of buds, but I'm really trying to make up for some time here, and I'm ready to be off the road, so I'm just going to soldier through. And I guess I also regret that a little bit. Not partying on Saturday, and then not slow. Just always go with me, and not slowing down on my way back to meet Brian.
Yeah.
To meet Any Two Wheels.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to slow myself down, and I've gotten better at stopping and taking pictures. Sometimes where I shouldn't, but the first 2 times I went from Kentucky into Ohio, and I will talk about this for the rest of my life. When you're going through Kentucky on your way to Ohio to Cincinnati, there's a valley. It's called Florida Valley. And there's a suspended bridge, and I shit you not, it's probably 1,000 feet up. And when you drive across it, it looks like a jungle under you. And every time I drove across it, I'm like, next time I go through there, I'm stopping. Next time I go through there, I'm stopping. And I finally did stop on the bridge because you've got a huge shoulder on the side. And just as I'm getting some pictures, I got some footage, and I went to get back on the bike, and way behind me I see a cop with his lights on, and I'm like, oh shit, who's he pulling over? Oh, it's me. He's like, you can't stop on the bridge. And I'm like, oh, okay. And it's kept on going. But I don't know, what's the phrase, better to ask permission, or better to ask forgiveness and permission, because if you give permission, if you ask permission, they'll probably say no. If you ask forgiveness, there's nothing they can say but, okay, you better leave. So they don't have a choice but to forgive you.
Next time.
Yeah. I swear the next time I see you, I won't do it. I swear.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just because you're not going to see me next time I do it. You want up here, Bubba? Come on. You want up?
Mile Bill, welcome in.
Bill is my buddy from Washington. He also has a YouTube channel called Bill's Karma, and he and his daughter go out and ride little dirt bikes, and she is so cute. Karma's my little buddy. She's got hair about as blonde as yours, just a biker girl.
I was going to say as blonde as mine. I'm like, yeah, really? Poor kid.
Yes, I have blonde hair too.
I forget sometimes.
I have a Forgotten Angels t-shirt on today. Law-abiding citizens club.
Oh, I want that sticker still. I should get it.
Yeah.
I'll probably just wait till I get down there to get it. Why not? I'm like, man, will they get here in time? What am I thinking? I'm going to be there in like 5 days.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I know. Josh said he'd put one in with my t-shirt order, and I was like, well, that's a good reason to buy a t-shirt, but I didn't have one. Didn't have the sticker with it, so I'm going to give him a bad time about that one.
So I got a t-shirt from Rebecca. Actually, I got 2. One from my friend here, Angry Mike's Garage. The t-shirt looks like the Dunkin' Donuts staff shirt, but instead of a donut on the front or a cup of coffee, it has a mug of beer, and it said Drunken Grown-Ups. But it's in the Dunkin' Donuts print, so I ordered 2.
That's pretty cool.
I do have chrome hair. It's very shiny, right? Can't help it. I have naturally lubricated skin. Somebody asked one time in the Navy, I came in, and one of the younger girls was, you have a really shiny head. And I said, oh yeah, every morning after I shave it, I put olive oil on it. She's like, really? I said, no, I just have a shiny head.
Hello, Karma.
Your head looks great. Mine looks like Professor X.
You look like you're in charge there, Bleep.
Oh,
That's
I
a
look
good
like I'm
picture.
about to give a very long lecture.
Looks like he's running for office. He is.
Yeah. Hey, Waffle House.
Week for governor of Iowa. Need a change.
Okay, so Mild Bill, is that ice cream on the cheese pizza or separately? Karma likes to hear her name on live streams. So,
well, hello, Karma.
Yes, hello, Karma.
Everybody say hello.
Karma also has a baby sister named Ruby who is just adorable. And I don't know how old Ruby is now. Bill, how old is Ruby? But anyway, so he also posted that Karma likes cheese pizza and ice cream, but he didn't say, number one, what kind of ice cream, and number two, does she like cheese pizza and ice cream together? That's a good question.
Yeah.
Like, because you know that salty French fries are perfect dipped in vanilla milkshake.
That sounds like some next level stuff.
Or chocolate.
Oh yeah. I'm mostly vanilla.
Have you seen the new millennials posting their new drink that they're making? They just discovered this. They're posting it on TikTok and Instagram. You put ice cream in root beer. They literally think they they literally think they just invented it.
What a thing.
Don't tell them
that
water
say
comes
nothing.
out of the hose, or they'll be drinking out of that next.
Has anybody told him that's what straws are for?
I saw this guy acting. He was asking on on TikTok, why people from Generation X drank from the water hose. Couldn't we get water out of the sink?
No.
And this woman, this woman did a rebuttal.
Wouldn't let you in the house.
Yeah, she's like, listen, there was no water in the house because mom was sleeping with her special friend. We had to stay outside, and we had, she went into this big long thing about, and they also had to remind you at night while you're watching Monday night movies, oh, by the way, you have kids, because they would say, it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? Yeah. And somebody thought that was a joke. I remember that. I remember watching Monday night at the movies, or Monday night movies, or CBS Thursday night movies, and they would say, it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? And they would have the stars do these spots. And it was like, nobody believes that was the way it was back then, but it absolutely was.
All you have to do to get an idea of the justice system in the time I grew up, there was a show called Night Court.
I love that show.
If you watch some Night Court, you'll get an idea of the hokiness, the time that I grew up in. 'Cause not a lot happened. It was like traffic stops and unpaid parking tickets. Everything else didn't really get reported on. It was funny the way we were coming to the end of the clubs, the Rotary clubs and the aid clubs and all the different stuff, but we were still very connected on a national level. And I remember even in the elementary schools, we still had the government ran like videos they'd play, and they were like from the 50s or 60s, and it would be like, here's what to do in a thunderstorm, and it would just be like the nicest man though. He'd just like, and that would be swell. Swell. I've never heard somebody swear. Is that due to swearing? Is that a swear word? What the hell is that?
Never heard that word before.
Oh, I remember the old Just Say No commercials. Yeah, the old, it was Nancy Reagan doing the Just Say No commercials. And it said, what would you do? Hey, kid, you want to get in my van? You should all just scream no. And then it shows all these young kids around this guy going, no, no, no. And the guy's like, ah! And he runs for his life from these little, 9-year-olds all screaming no at him. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly how it works.
We weren't afraid to scar people either back in my day.
Dude, you get bit.
Acceptable, because you could have an egg, something as unassuming as an egg. You could say to someone, "This is your brain," and then you could crack it open violently into a frying pan and say, "This is your brain on drugs." And it was
Any questions?
Yeah, and so you got a message. got a message.
I loved that commercial. So cool.
They had the greatest commercials in the 80s. Remember the one for the Raider Institute?
They did.
They had
What was it?
the Raider Institute. They had two phone. One was for the lady that was going, "I'm fat and I can't control my food," and the other one was, "Are you lonely? You're not alone. The Raider Institute, AMI, 1-800-252-1818. Call us. You're not alone." You don't remember those commercials? G-Ma, you got to remember those commercials.
I do. I do.
It was like, and then what was the other one? Oh, the STD commercials. Those were funny as fuck. You'd never see one of those on TV now.
Oh, no.
Well, because advertising was different. I used to watch Up All Night with Gilbert Gottfried and Rhonda Shear. What a pair those two
All
made.
night.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Oh,
during
yeah.
Up All Night, there'd literally be like sexy phone call commercials. They just start playing. Hey, are you looking for someone to talk to? Yeah. Hot, beautiful women are on standby, waiting for you to talk to them now.
We're just out for fun. And just like throw...
Call this number, and then it would be like, message race may apply. You know, there's some super fast guy talking.
$10.99 a minute.
Call us. We're ready to party.
$10.99 a minute for the first 1/2 of a second, and then...
What was it? Was it Napoleon Dynamite?
Cleo.
Was it Napoleon
Cleo
Dynamite?
was
Would
a heavy hitter.
call me now for your free reading.
Yes.
Journey of Jerry is reminding us about the Coppertone ads of the 70s and 80s. Remember where the little girl had the dog and the dog grabbed her underwear and you could see her tan line?
Yeah.
My God, that would not fly now, would it?
No,
Oh.
that's a page 4 girl there. No, that would.
Yeah.
It was a more innocent life. I mean, I'm not saying the shit didn't happen back then, but it was like today. They're like, if a stranger comes, yell no and scream. If you know, they would say if a guy grabs you, bite him, kick him in the nuts. They don't teach that anymore. Definitely not at school.
My kids.
We went to this wedding. So we went to a wedding, and in Louisiana they had line dancing. That was your PE. So they would teach you the electric slide, the freeze, and stroke it. And I remember in junior high PE, you would dance to stroke it. And I guess back then we just thought the lyrics were funny. Now I listen to them and they're about blowjobs and anal sex in this song. And I told my wife, This is what we used to dance to in junior high. And she's like, what? I'm like, yeah, they would play this at school.
Guitar, stroke it. Stop.
Oh no, you've never heard that song?
I agree with you, just a biker girl.
You've never heard that song, Biker Girl?
Although it does say stroke me, stroke me.
No, not the stroke. It was Clarence Charles would sing a song, and the lyrics went like this. You know what my girl said to me? She said, stroke it, Clarence Thomas, but don't stroke it so fast. And if my stuff ain't tight enough, you can stick it in my woo. That was. You don't remember that song? I stroke it to the east. I stroke it to the west. I stroke it to the woman with great big breasts. I stroke it. That was the lyrics to the song. I am not shitting you.
I don't remember that one.
It was on the radio.
We heard.
I'm gonna send y'all the Spotify link to that song.
They taught us the Green Onion and Booker T and the MGs, that kind of stuff.
And then waltzing. I think we.
I remember that's what I learned how to twirl baton to.
And square dancing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Square dancing and
That was
waltzing.
it too.
Required.
Yep.
I don't know why that was part of the curriculum, but it was important, and we got that lesson as well.
But hey, I know how to do-si-do.
Right. You can grab your partner, go round and round.
Yep.
Sterling says that nowadays we just hope our kids are live streaming while they're being abducted so that we can find them.
Oh no, it's actually accurate.
Sterling, that's deep.
And Sterling Kitty says, don't forget the song My Dingling.
Oh yeah, that was from the 70s. Oh yeah.
My Dingling, everybody sing. I want to play. Yeah.
I thought that was a cute little song, and we knew it was about. I mean, we didn't. Again, that's something that would never fly today because it would be pornographic. Back then, it was funny. They played it on the radio.
Told me exactly what that song was about.
And my mom caught me and my buddy listening to Mickey Avalon's song "My Dick."
Ah.
and just did not get it, did not think it was funny, and did not see the. She also didn't understand the Jerky Boys, which were hilarious for their time. They'd call people on the phone and prank them because.
Oh yeah, the Jerky Boys.
That's what we had back then. We had telephones. We didn't have computers. There was no computers.
So,
it didn't exist. So you had to literally.
And
oh, I'm sorry.
How many of you remember that thing that came on at anywhere between 12 and 2 o'clock, depending on if it was a weeknight or the weekend? And there was a great big circle in the middle of your screen, and there was, around here, there was an Indian in the middle of it on some channels, or excuse me, a Native American, or an indigent American. Isn't that what they're called now?
Indigenous.
But anyway.
An indigent American's drunk. That's
whatever. And on some of the channels, they had just the channel logo in the middle. But I remember those.
That's
and my
because
mom
they
said that
oh, go ahead.
you could stay up until that shit came on, and then you had to go to bed because there was nothing to do anyway.
I remember,
No
was it?
programming after that.
Well, 1982, they started doing, it was a video show. They had Friday night videos, and then they had night tracks, and they would play videos.
Do you remember Max Headroom?
Oh, yeah.
Anybody remember Max Headroom?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he was this shit.
So I put the link up to this Strokin' song, if you guys have never heard it. And as you're listening to this, remember this is a song I listened to in junior high at school.
And Chuck Berry, of course, from Mild Bill.
Yep, Chuck Berry.
And striped tube socks, you know, the kind that you pull up to your knee.
Yep.
That's from Journey of Jerry.
I miss the 80s. The 80s were awesome.
Yeah. It was such a different time. And tech didn't feel like it was forceful. You know, I didn't feel like it was imposing or forced on me. It was cool back then. It was nichey. And if you had a pager, you were like,
oh yeah.
Stuff. And then when the cell phones came out, if you had a Nokia 8020, you didn't need a hammer anymore. You had that thing.
I had an 8121.
Yeah, it was.
Given the things in my life in the 80s, I can honestly tell you that I don't remember the first half of the 80s.
Well, if you had told me in the 80s, Bill, you know, like you have that phone, you think it's cool, you think you're somewhere with its little black and gray screen, you know, or it had a battery.
Oh, Don Kirshner's rock concert. Yeah.
You ain't gonna believe what the future is gonna hold. I'd have probably been like, oh, I get it. You know, we're gonna have these.
Do you remember? So, G-Ma Biker Girl, you might remember this. Bleak, you might not be old enough, but do you remember the King Biscuit Flower Hour? It came on at midnight.
Have that out here.
It came on at midnight, and they would play a concert. And it was like Huey Lewis and the News, Kiss, but they would play it at midnight on, I think, Saturday nights. And I remember I used to go to sleep and try to wake up where I could listen to it at midnight. Because I wasn't supposed to be awake, but we'd sneak our headphones in and we'd listen to it. Sick Bastard, welcome in.
Hello.
Hey, Sick. My brother.
Anyway, all right, so in the chat, what have you guys learned to bring on these trips that you didn't know before, or what did you bring before that you won't bring now on these long trips down to Valrico or to any camp out? Biker Girl, you haven't got to throw your hat in the ring yet, so
I remember Dr. Demento.
Oh yeah, Dr. Demento was they used to have a radio show and you could listen to it around Lakeland, Florida, and northern Florida, and Texas and Georgia.
Yeah, they had that camp song on there. It was a lot of our first intros to what camp might be like, because it was like, it's been raining, it's been pouring, and you gotta write like a letter to your. I forget how it goes, but it was a good song. Everybody in America had heard it.
They had a story. It was a recurring thing. It was like a few minutes long, and it was about the kingdom of Fa and the kingdom of Sa, and they would talk about the Fa king and Sa king. And the Fa king sometimes would go on under the trees where they would have picnics, and all of a sudden along would come the Sa king. And when the Sa king came along, well, then the Fa king had to leave because now there was the Sa king. And they would go on and on with these stories. But that was Dr. Demento. Again, one of these things that they would never play on the radio these days. It's just too explosive.
I remember that one.
And also, that's Yeah, and if y'all don't remember, that's also where Weird Al got his start, was on Dr. Demento.
Yeah.
Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Yes. That was a cool one, too. All right, so Biker Girl, what are you bringing on your trip?
Hey.
Go ahead.
Probably an extra week's worth of clothes that I will never wear.
Good, you can loan them to me.
Because even though I do pack light, I'm not going to lie, I do pack really light, I always have more than I need. Because you buy clothes while you're out.
Oh, yeah. I bring less and less shirts and pants and more socks and underwear.
Socks and underwear, and I try and pack all my old ones so that I can,
throw them out,
chuck them as I go,
and baby
and
powder.
Get down to your last one. So I also bring a couple baggies and then the washer sheets, those little dry washer sheets.
I love those.
So you can tear them into little pieces. You can just do a little bit of laundry, put some water in a baggie and agitate it, rinse it out. Stick it underneath your net, and it'll be dry by the time you get to your next stop.
I have carbon bags left over from the military that I put my dirty clothes into. And to keep your clothes from stinking, and it's basically carbon lined laundry bags. And it will keep your stuff from stinking and also pull the moisture out of it.
My stuff doesn't stink.
Of course not. Neither does your shit. Yeah, whatever.
My tent, though. Oh my God, does that thing stink?
Yeah, put the flaps up. Oh shit! Speaking of which, I need to put my tent out this weekend to air out. Thanks for the reminder.
If anyone is at the camp out, when they run into Josh or Shay, please ask them to check their messages. Because I've been trying for about a year now to buy one of Shay's custom gas caps, but I don't think they check their messages.
You've got to go
I will talk to Shay about that for you.
You've got to go to Brapstar Garage to get the gas caps. That's where she sells them.
I went there, and they were out of stock, and they didn't have like a restock date. So I just messaged him. I messaged Joss on Discord, and I think I left an email with the Brapstar Garage saying, "Hey, are these going to get restocked?" Or
Blake, I'll talk to Shay about it for you.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it. I don't want to be a bug.
No problem.
I think it'd be a cool piece to add to the sports shirt.
She and I need to talk arts and crafty shit anyway. It was cute. She sent me this little thing on Facebook, and no message or anything, just this really cool little book thing. And so I made one for her.
Oh, nice. So,
yeah.
It's the sweetest.
I also sent her a book that I made in pink, of course, because she's a pink girl. And it's all handmade. I made the book cover out of the stuff like you make clipboards out of. It's got a curved spine. It's covered with hand-painted cloth. And on the inside, it's got a box that I made myself. And it's attached to the back of the book. And it's got little sections in it that I also made myself. And it has a lid on it that is secured with a little bead thing. And so it's got some little doodahs and stuff in it. And then it also has a little book secured on the inside that, of course, I handmade myself too. But yeah, it's pretty cool, if I do say so myself. But yeah, I thought it turned out pretty cool. So now she just sends me stuff that looks cool on Facebook, and sometimes I make the stuff, and sometimes I'm like, oh, wow, let me percolate on that for a while. But yeah, it's kind of fun.
I think those are so cute, Gma. And I looked up Nick off of Etsy. Nick
the Booksmith?
Nick the Booksmith.
Yeah.
And I sent over his, the link to my granddaughter because she's getting into all of that. So,
Oh, well, Nick the Booksmith has some classes on Teachable. I don't know what she's got available for everybody else, but they're pretty moderately priced. They're anywhere from $30 to $80, and then if you have questions about the class, you message her on Etsy, or even if she's just thinking about the class, message her on Etsy, or you can give her my contact information and I'll chat with her about it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, no problem. I have to go see what my dog's emergency is, though, so I'll be right back.
Hey. Rainy,
what's the problem, Bubba?
You building off what you were talking about having different size tents. It's almost like having different size tools. Um, when you're gonna travel on motorcycles,
What are you saying?
it is pretty essential you have a toolkit.
Yeah.
And I was actually refreshing my tool as we get ready to sort of start spring here in Iowa. I was refreshing my toolkit, and where was I going with that? There was something I added to my toolkit now that I'm pretty happy about. Oh, I got a little 10 pack of these kind of light duty but ratcheting wrenches. Oh, night and day. Oh, what a glorious invention! What a wonderful time we live in. They have ratcheting wrenches
Yes.
that you can add to your toolkit. They're not any bigger than the old wrenches you carried, and they ratchet.
They come in stubby size too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But the bigger tool is always better. Just gonna say.
Sure.
More
Well,
leverage.
then I got my tire screws in, so I added some of those to the little zipper pocket in my toolkit, and I've yet to do any field testing, but I'm excited. I got those little tire screws that we were talking about, and I'm good.
So mine got destroyed in the postage. And so I had to order another one. They're supposed to be here today. They're supposed to be here by 9 o'clock. They might be here by now. But yeah, I waited for it. They were supposed to be here, last Saturday or something. And I'm like, all right, cool. That'll have time to, when I get home, because from the wedding, they'll be there and I can do a video on them. And they weren't here. And then Wednesday, Amazon sent me a message that says my package was damaged in shipping. And they refunded me all $5.93 or some shit. So I'm like, well, fuck. So I started looking again. Well, that was the 30 plug kit. And then I found a 100 plug kit that didn't come with the big box and shit. It just comes with a small, like a little travel kit without the screwdriver. And I'm like, well, shit, that's all I need because my tool bag has one. So it was actually, I got more plugs for less money. So, yeah. And I'm definitely going to put them in the sport. The Sportster has had a plug now since 2021 when I bought it. So I'm going to pull that plug, which this is just a testament to how good plugs are, rope plugs. If people tell you that you can't rope plug a tire, they're full of shit. Because I've had that plug so long, I forget that it's in there sometimes.
Yeah.
So, yep, I'm going to put that screw in. That'll probably be the last. That'll be probably the last time it holds air. But I'm going to try it anyway. Because I don't have to.
So I got mine, and I got them off the TikTok shop, which I've since deleted again. I don't know why I get wild hairs and even re-download that app. I don't use it. Not a TikToker. I'm a YouTuber. I have to be willing to accept that. I make long form content. I'm not one to sit and make a short video like that every day. And they do. The TikTokers love the 10-minute video. And I don't know. Can't do it. But their shop is pretty good. So I got a
10 minutes
pack.
is a long time for TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok usually sticks it in your butt. But I hate TikTok anyway. Go ahead, Galip. Sorry.
Oh,
sorry.
So I bought those things, and then mine came like drugs. Like they showed up in a little plastic bag, and I was like, "This is sketchy." Okay.
Yeah.
No labels, no logos. No, here's a bag full of these other little bags, these little capsules that have little screws in them, and I was just like, wrong person was watching this get delivered.
Well, that's what I got. Yeah, I got the ones with the little capsules because, again, you can throw those little capsules. It comes in a huge bag, and then the little capsules you can throw like a handful of them in your toolkit.
Well, I thought 60 would be plenty, but as it turns out, when you give like 4 away to everybody that you work with, yes, Jerry, I work in the parts department, and so they didn't last long because, hey guys, look at these things I got. Who wants some?
Yeah.
And of course, everybody was like, "Oh yeah, hook it up." And what do they do? Oh, and so I got some more information on them even too. They can't be used if the hole is more than a 45-degree angle.
Yes. True.
So, yeah, if you get a sideways stab, don't use the little screw thing.
Hang on, Bubba.
Well, yeah, or a rip. Well, the ropes you can put in an oblong hole. The screws have to be, again, that's why I have a reamer in my regular toolkit, which is very important to make the right size hole to stick your screw in. Shut up, biker girl.
Sorry, that sounds funny as fuck.
It sure does. I got a reamer to make the hole the right size.
Look,
got a reamer?
if you've got the reamer, you can make the hole whatever size you want.
If
I'll
you
shut
have to
up
have
now.
a reamer, there's a problem in your life.
Well, so here's the problem. All the ropes all come in like a 1/8 or like a 3/16. You get a hole in the tire, it's usually like a paneling nail or a roofing nail that's like a 32nd of an inch. So the hole's not big enough for you to put a full rope plug into. So you've got to your alternative is to either leave the nail in it till you get somewhere where you can change the tire, or make the hole the same size as the reamer. So if you guys ever wonder, that's why the reamer comes in there, because it makes this hole the perfect size to receive the rope plug.
But with the little screws, the little micro ones that come, you're good.
You can do smaller holes. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I think my kit comes with 3 different sizes, maybe 4.
Ooh,
But yeah,
We have a first timer that just stepped into the chat.
Regina, my
Owens.
buddy. That's my buddy. I'm sorry, Regina, I missed you.
Well, it's a good thing you have big mouth people here then.
It's a good thing I got you, Gma. You're my watch out. You're my lookout. Regina, thanks for coming in. Sorry I missed you. I'm a jerk. I miss my friends.
Miss her because she's still there.
I know, but I still missed her. Where were we? We were talking about plugging holes.
You were talking about plugging holes.
Plugging holes.
That was my polite way of saying maybe we should move on now anyway.
Nah.
You guys been talking about plugging holes for an inappropriate amount of time.
Important thing to bring, tire kits, tool kits. Jerry was talking about going to your dealer to get a toolkit. Sorry, Bleak, but the best place to get a toolkit for your bike is off of Amazon.
Harbor Freight.
River Road is one. Yeah, Harbor Freight. But if you go on River Road, and I can't remember the name, it's on Amazon. It's called River Road, and they sell a kit just for your motorcycle. So it has all of the fasteners that fit your motorcycle. They have more expensive ones and they have cheaper ones. You know, if you get the River Road one, it's about $50, and it comes with like a tire gauge, all of the wrenches and screwdrivers and star drives that fit your motorcycle. Or you can go on Amazon and buy a $10 little roll-up toolkit and go buy your own tools from Harbor Freight and make your own kit.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
I made my own kit.
Well, I got their kit, and then I also decided to add a few things that I know they don't have, because they come with like a mini screwdriver, and I'm like, no, I need the 6-in-1 screwdriver. I need the longer one with some grip and some torque. So I'll supplement their toolkit with other things I think I need.
Well, my big one was some zip ties. Gotta have those, and I have a little round dowel with a little stretch of electric tape wrapped around it. I didn't need a whole roll in there, but just if a wire starts arcing or something, enough to wrap it up. You know, but I also keep a set of. I wonder who told me that. Might have been Journey Jerry. Somebody. No, I'm sorry. Somebody had told me about it, but I keep a little pack of rubber gloves, or like a pair of rubber gloves. And when I was coming back from Arkansas from that ride, I hit the most heavy rain, and my waterproof gloves were BS. Were not waterproof. They were soaked.
That's my thing.
My hands were frozen. And I remember I pulled off at this gas station, and I'm like, oh, what am I going to do? I'm going to get a coffee for sure. But, oh, this sucks. And I remembered somebody had told me, hey, Bill, whatever you do, pack those rubber gloves. And I was like, yeah, whatever. And I went ahead and did it the day I was packing. I was like, oh, I got some. Why not?
Yeah.
So I put those on. Now my hands were cold, but they were dry. And I put my big sopping wet gloves back on over the rubber glove. Like I said, my hand was cold, but it was dry. And after about an hour, my hand wasn't cold anymore. It was dry and getting warmer. And I thought, holy smokes, what an amazing tip. A little pair of rubber gloves that you just keep with you. And that would be equally as important if you rode into a state that was like really cold in the morning or something. Your hands are freezing. You don't know what you're going to do. Because when you're on the bike, you don't have a whole lot of options. You know, it's like, what am I going to do? I got to get through the next 400 miles to somewhere where something else is going on. And it could be something as simple as just having a pair of low rubber gloves with you.
That's
Yep.
smart.
So
I've been doing that for years.
Bleak, there's
Great.
the more expensive ones is a kit called Cruise Tools, CRUZ Tools. If you go to their Amazon page and put in your type of motorcycle, your make and model, and they give you the exact toolkit you need. If you want a cheaper toolkit, there is one called Motorcycle Repair Toolkit Basic, and it comes with spark plug wrench, 6 open end wrenches with a different size on each end, a pair of pliers, and then the Ultimo screwdriver, and then a star drive, and that's only $10. So just go in and put in Motorcycle Toolkit in Amazon, and everything you need will pop up. But Cruise Tools is the more expensive one, and that's the one I've got. And it's got everything you need, very clean.
Every bit as verbose as this Cruise one, except for the axle wrench, which I don't have. Now I am, I'll admit, admittedly jealous of that wonderful axle wrench.
Well, you can get axle wrench off Amazon for like $10. So again, you can supplement what it doesn't have with what you do have. So, and I'm not saying a Cruise is the best, but it was the most complete one, and it was the only one that had one for BMW, because BMW has some. Here's the thing about a BMW: you can do everything to that bike on the road, even like do the valves without taking the bike apart. You can do everything on it with that toolkit, and so that's why I got it. It also comes with zip ties, wire, duct tape, every little thing. It comes with an Uber driver. Yeah, it can take over and drive the bike home for you.
Mm-hmm. How convenient.
Yeah, no, right? Sometimes you get tired.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Christian
very
biker,
nice.
welcome in.
The little toolkits we sell at Harley aren't that great. Most of them are little combination things, like Allen's on one side and Star Bits on the other. Or we sell a little toolkit. I think it's like $80 or something. We don't have much in it. A long time ago, I just started building my own road kit, if you will. I bought a tool roll from Walmart. It's a hyper tough tool roll. Every time I see it, it cracks me up. I'm like, hyper tough. Okay.
Yeah.
You're full of yourself, toolkit. But it was a big one. It's almost like a blanket roll size toolkit. And so I started putting stuff in there, and I started with a little flashlight and some wrenches, and I got like a little mini crescent wrench I keep in there too. And then I got a really cool one I picked up is like instead of having a big ratchet, it's the length of a wrench, but it's a ratchet with 2 different sizes on it, and it looks like a wrench. And that thing, I have a bunch of little sockets that are just for my bikes. I've got a metric set and a standard set I carry. Because a part of me is also always stuck in like medic mode, where if I see somebody on the side of the road, maybe they need help, do I have a tool for them as well?
And that's why I keep having the toolkit. Even so, the Cruise kit that I had for the BMW, I carry on the Street Glide down. For that reason, because you never know who else might need tools.
Yeah. Try to be
that was nice.
Thank you, Regina. Regina, if y'all don't know, used to be my supplier. She was my dealer for stuff at the factory. She sold consumables, so she sold like my sprays, adhesives, lubricants. I think she's even gotten me like acetylene before, and acetone, and all kinds of shit. So yeah, we became really good friends. So me and my wife have gone up to see her and her husband before, and then she's a great woman. She's an awesome person. So if y'all are wondering, everybody say hello to Regina, because she's here.
Hello, Regina.
I already did.
All right, so Gma,
French wrench.
A French wrench? That sounds like something that you give up on.
Mild Bill, what is a French wrench? I didn't ask you, you dirty-minded motherfucker.
What's dirty about that? Jesus Christ, woman.
Anyway, what was your question, Rainey?
I don't know. We're talking about wrenches you give up on now. So
I don't give up on much of anything because I'm a persistent person.
Are the French wrenches are the ones that get bad when you use them?
Oh, okay. He just explained a crescent wrench or a croissant wrench. You know.
Oh, a croissant. Crescent hammer.
My friend's got jokes.
That's a groaner. That's a groaner right there.
I know. It's a dad joke thing.
I love it, though. That's funny.
So what am I not going to forget? Oh, yeah.
The snacks.
Oh, I always have snacks.
Always got to bring a pimp cup. I will never have another bike that doesn't have a cup holder on it. I don't care what people say. I've had people give me shit about cup holders. I'm telling you what, if people don't like cup holders, they've never been on a trip that's been more than 4 or 5 hours long.
That cup holder is also good for shit between trips too, because you can put I don't want to forget that, and you just dump it in the cup holder.
You can throw your phone in it, and then when you realize your jacket pocket's open and your GoPro's falling out and all the batteries, you can take them out of your pocket and stick them up in there without having to try to zip your pocket up.
Well, depending on what brand you get too, you can take it off in between long trips. So you just got that little perch mount on there, and almost nobody notices that little perch mount.
Yeah, I've got the little screw clamp mount on mine.
I'm too lazy for all that shit, girlfriend.
And it's got...
I do not have my cup holder on unless I'm going on a journey.
I'll leave mine on because I'm carrying... Yeah, if I don't have my pimp cup on there with the straw, then I've got a coffee cup in it. And I don't have a coffee cup in it. It's also got little pockets on the side, so I keep the garage door opener in it. So it's always got shit in it. Yeah, it's going to stay there.
Yeah.
Can't you program your garage door opener into your bike now?
Again, those buttons that are on everybody else's, mine didn't have that. Oh, speaking of which, I still got to put the little switch on mine. So I put the rocker switch, the Bigfoot switch on, and I basically zip tied it to my handlebars. I still have to go before the camp out and actually run a real switch all the way into the dash and drill a hole in the dash and put it in. However.com, they work just fine. So, truth be told, I will probably show up with that switch zip tied to the handlebars. I know I will. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? I mean, shit.
You know what?
Ain't that
you're
true?
Out, you're riding. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
All right. Blake, if you had to take a trip to Florida and you were going with us, I'm so sorry you're not, what would you bring differently now than you didn't bring before, or that you would bring, or you'd leave behind? How would you pack differently?
Yeah, I would have bought a much bigger tent. I tried so hard to pack as compact. I was packing into the subcompact of my needs, and I didn't have to. I had a big bagger. I had all the room in the world, and I was just so worried about weight. I was worried that the wind was going to be problematic, and that if I had this big tent thing or a bunch of bags or a bunch of extra stuff, it was going to cause some kind of problem. And it wouldn't have. People have been doing it for a long time. You travel on bike, you can pack them up pretty heavy, and they'll keep going. So you don't have to underpack either. You shouldn't be so afraid to bring something you want to bring, or give yourself a little extra room, that you end up hindering parts of your trip. Because sleeping in a coffin each night in Florida isn't a great time. Having a little room, and I'll tell you what, the other thing was, I flew to Walmart to get one of these little portable fans. I'm not from a place where it's hot. My blood was way too thick for Florida. I was dying. I mean, dying. And so I went and bought this little fan. It hung around my neck. It was like a medical device. It was, doing some Darth Vader stuff, trying to talk to people. And you want to, because these are people you've been waiting to see. It's a good time. But, I mean, pace yourself. Don't mug yourself.
Check yourself. Don't wreck yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, my first trip, I was like, okay, everything has to go in the bags. We may be able to get a small bag on top of the trunk, or maybe because, anything we have on those is going to blow off and it's going to catch wind. And then fast forward 2 years, and I've got shit zip tied and fucking bungee strapped to the side bags and to the saddle bags. Behind my seat with another net, I've got shit all over that bike. Because, if you've got, very few exceptions, if you've got a fairing of any kind, you can put anything behind that thing and it won't blow off.
Is Diana coming with you, Mike?
She is not. This wedding kind of took it out of her.
I bet.
So yeah, she's gonna stay home, recuperate, and pet the dog. The frickin' dog. Oh my god, we were only gone like 4 days. The dog acted like we had been gone for years. Oh my god.
Yeah, your dog is needy though.
She's very needy. Yeah, it's a blue heeler. All blue heelers are very, very needy, and they crave constant company.
Yeah.
I went out a while ago, so I went out just to make my short, for the video coming up tonight. I went out and I was like, oh, well, I'm out here. I'll crank up the Sportster. The dog had a fucking fit because she thought I was leaving. And when I came back in, she had crawled over to my side of the couch, and I sat down, and she's all over me trying to lick my face and whining and moaning. I'm like, I was outside 3 minutes. Come on.
But it was a lifetime, Dad.
I guess. Yeah. To her, it's a long-ass time.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Oh, yeah, I gave her plenty of kisses. And this stupid dog, every night, this dog will whine before I go to bed, I've got to go kneel down, lay on top of her, and kiss her. And I've got to hug on the dog, or she will come unglued. She thinks I hate her. She will moan and cry if I don't go hug on her before I go to bed. It's insane.
Yeah, Bubba sleeps on my bed, and if I move my feet after Bubba is asleep, and he's an 11-pound terrorist, I fucking swear to God. He will wake up and he will bite my ankles.
Oh my God.
And, yeah, I'm not shitting you. And I'm like, he doesn't just bite, he has bruised me. I'm talking bruises. And, apparently he really doesn't like to be woken up to be repositioned. He's a fucking asshole.
I think Regina is trying to say that I'm needy. She says the dog.
No.
Another piece of kit that most people probably know about is the earplugs, and what wonders they work when you're going to be out on the road for a long period of time. If you're riding more than a couple hours, get some earplugs. I think people are always worried that you're not going to be able to hear very well, or it's like going to shut the sound off altogether. It doesn't. Your bike is still loud. You're still going to hear it.
And you can actually hear your music better.
You can still hear horns. You can still hear sirens.
The wind,
which is even more important.
The wind becomes so loud.
You can still flash fingers.
So you can still feel. Did you say feel fingers?
Tornado.
Yeah, and it doesn't dawn on you until like you've been on the bike for about 30 minutes, and all of a sudden your ears start kind of feeling funny, and they start itching, and then I feel like somebody sticking their fingers in your ears, and it's like, oh, I didn't put my earplugs in. Oops. Why are you side-eyeing me, woman? Oh, her thing was froze. I thought Just a Biker Girl was side-eyeing me. Nope, her screen was froze.
I was like, I wasn't fucking side-eyeing anybody.
No, it was Gmont. Oh, you side-eye enough. No, you top-eye. You go. Yeah.
It's the glasses.
You top-eye. You don't side-eye.
Yeah.
Okay, so Regina's asking about the camp out. We'll run through this again. Forgotten Angels. Let me flash it on the screen. Forgotten Angels is for men and women who have aged out of foster care. When they get kicked out of foster care, if they've lived in some of these foster mills, they don't get taught any skills in life. They get out, they don't know how to. A lot of them tie their shoes, look for a job. They don't have a driver's license. A lot of them, they don't even make them graduate. They don't care if they go to school or not. And so when they get out, they have no life skills, like zero, period. The things that your parents teach you, like how to drive a car, how to put gas in a car, how to look for a job, how to apply to college. They don't know any of this stuff. So Forgotten Angels will take these kids in who have been abused and neglected probably most of them, and we'll teach them life skills and teach them how to rebuild their life and be a beneficial part of humanity. I guess the best way to put it.
Their life.
How to make a life for themselves. And the changes, and again, I always bring up Junior, because the first time I met Junior, he couldn't even look in the eyes. He wouldn't look up at you. And now the dude has gone to, because of everything he's learned out at Forgotten Angels, he's running his own handyman business. So he's a great guy. Valrico? Regina lived in Valrico. Well.
It's a small world after all.
Yeah. Let's jump on the ride. Try not to drown.
Mild Bill says one of the things he would not travel without is eye drops and chapstick, and I added on sunscreen.
Eye drops. So he was talking about the sleeping bags. We had this great idea.
Yeah.
We had this great idea. We're going to Florida. It's like 85, 90 degrees in the daytime. We will get these 60-degree sleeping bags, which was an absolute mistake. because
It gets cold
they
there at
rolled
night.
up really small. It's like, this is great. They're really small.
Cold.
We can each have a dry bag and put all our shit in it. No, hell no. It was so cold. You wouldn't think Florida gets that cold at night, but then one night we woke up and it got down to like 45 degrees, and then it started
It also
raining.
gets muggy at night.
Gets a
Very
little muggy.
muggy.
Well, when you first lay down, it's muggy and it's hot and you're sweating. Within 2 hours, you're cold. Probably because you've gotten used to being so hot and you sweat so much that now you're getting hypothermia.
See,
Either way,
I was the opposite, man. I had bought a normal sleeping bag, probably rated to like 30 below or something. I don't know. And so I bought this tiny tent and this warm sleeping bag, and I didn't have a pad the first night. I did eventually go buy a like little blow up mattress thing, but the first night I was so hot that I climbed out of the sleeping bag, which was, let me tell you, when you're sleeping in a coffin, a pain in the butt to orientate. And I climbed out of it and was just like laying on the bottom of my tent on the ground, which the area by the tree I was in was sandy. And so I'd kind of like nestled myself in and I was feeling pretty good. I was like, oh, I got a little bed of sand here. And, oh, this
I
ain't
think I
too
know where
bad.
this is going.
Oh, I was finally cooling down and it was good. And so for me, I was way too hot even through the night and actually like started trying to bury myself in the ground to get a little cooler. Um, but again, that's part of like probably being from a more northern state because we ain't used to that kind of heat.
Yeah.
well, I think I also, once the alcohol wore off, then I was in hypothermia. While I was burning the alcohol off, I was hot. And once all the alcohol burned out, then I was cold. My candle ran out of fuel.
So I discovered a
Anyway,
Wiggy blanket. If you guys haven't heard of it, it's a lot.
A
It's
what?
just a Wiggy, Wiggy Wiggy. It's a Wiggy blanket, and it's a lot like a body blanket that's made out of um, sleeping bag-ish material. Folds up really thin and flat. So I sleep on top of my doubled up sleeping bag with my Wiggy blanket on top, and that way you can kind of regulate your body heat a little bit better. If you
Oh,
need to kind of wrap up inside of it, or if you need to flap it open and stick a leg out, because I am
Mm.
older, so I need to flip, back and forth all night long,
I was gonna say that's what your left
Amazon.
leg
I'm
is
hot, I'm
for.
cold, I'm hot, I'm cold.
Amazon is listing it as a Wubby blanket.
It's a Wiggy, Wiggy, and it is
Yeah,
expensive.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie. It's
okay.
like 100 and some
150
dollars, and it's
bucks. Yeah,
amazing.
it looks like it roll up real small, real
It
nice.
does. I have that Wiggy blanket years, and as long as you, just like anything else, that if you be from the north,
Oh, okay.
we know that you don't wash anything that you need to stay warm with fabric softener. Otherwise, it will
Right.
lose its heat retention. So as long as you just only wash it in regular cold water, it's great. I use it. I can keep it on the couch so my dogs don't scratch up the leather. I take it with me on my camping trips. It folds up really easy. It's not something that I need to pack completely up. So if I'm just going to take that nap, I can pull it out and wrap up with my wiggy and lay down.
Sounds like a whoopee.
It sounds like it, doesn't it?
It was worth it to bring a pair of like sandals or slippers.
Oh,
I
yeah.
had some Vans slippers that I brought with me, and a part of that's because yes, you're in like your road gear, but you're gonna be drinking. You get hot. You want to be a little comfortable. So I had a pair of like just athletic shorts and a pair of sandals and a t-shirt for there. Now I still sweating my butt off, but that little bit of kit there was pretty nice because although the Indy Ridges are comfortable anytime, day or night, single best boot on the market. Um, the sandals were rather nice too because for those of us who get hot, you got to be able to regulate that comfort.
Yeah. I really like their new long sleeve T-shirts. Have you gotten any of those yet, Blake?
Uh-uh.
Oh, they're nice. I asked him to make it long sleeve T-shirts, and I'm sure he didn't do it because I asked. But Steve is the type of person I think that cogitates for a while on an idea. So I'm pretty sure when I mentioned it, he already had it in his head anyway. But they are amazing.
Nice.
Same material as the short sleeve shirts, but in long sleeves. So you can wear it riding without wearing another shirt underneath of it.
I just seen a new guy's video, a creator I'd never seen before. In fact, post a Indie Ridge video talking about he bought a couple pairs of boots and gloves, and he made a
Nice.
video, and it was a really well put together video. And I'll have to find the link again. I'll send it off to you guys or something to check it out.
Yeah,
he
please
did a
do.
really good job. And then I started reading through the comments, as you do. And the comments were so idiotic, and I don't want to point anybody out, but like one guy's like, $500 for a pair of boots, you lost me there, bud. And I'm like, and he comments later, the poster had commented like, did you watch the video? I bought a pair of boots and a pair of gloves. The boots
Yeah.
were $195, and
Yeah.
and you know, and I'm reading through these comments, and I'm just like, my gosh, what is wrong?
People
with
are
the internet?
stupid. Yeah.
Yeah.
The last 3 days, with all the military stuff going on, I've read so many stupid comments, and I've had to comment on a couple and got stupid comments back. But it's like one of them was a command sergeant major who had retired and got a letter from Trump signed by Trump with an autographed picture and stuff. And people started going, oh, dude, I'll find you. You're a fucking Como. You're this. I'll find you and kick your ass. And I'm like, okay, this is a master sergeant in the Army. Good luck. And he lives in Texas. Roll up to his house and see what happens. You're like, oh, I'll kick his ass. He's fucking Army. I'm like, good luck. Good luck. Oh, you think you're a badass too? Yeah, actually I do. And I live in Mississippi. So yeah, pull that shit here. Go ahead. And it's like, and I'm looking at these guys' profiles and I'm like, I could roll that dude down the street. Oh my God. And but it's always those dumbasses the keyboard warriors. Let's just call them keyboard warriors.
Yep.
Yeah.
They feel so brave when they're behind their keyboard, and they forget they have other profiles that link to their profile, and I can see you. And
he goes by Gears and Gadgets, and his Indie Ridge videos had 815 views. I think it was posted today. Finally found motorcycle boots that don't look ridiculous. Indie Ridge boots. Why I spent my money on boots. Very well put together video. Seems like a very solid creator. And yeah, super impressed.
Who is he? What's his name? Did you say it? I missed it.
Gears and Gadgets.
Okay.
And anyone who's got love for the brand, got love for you.
Yeah, I've got to read some of this stupid when I'm on their Slack and I get their emails and stuff, and I've read some of the stupidest comments on the boots, and I see these guys write and they go, hey, I got the boots and I've got a thread coming off the back. Is this normal? And Steve's like, oh, it's not normal. I'll send you a new pair of boots. And then I'll read another one that says, what the F is wrong with these boots? The threads are coming off. These are the cheapest boots I've ever owned and blah, blah, blah. And Steve's like, fine, send them back and I'll refund your money. And you'll never get another thing from my store. No, it's fine. I mean, it's okay. I'll keep them. And Steve's like, no. I'm going to refund your money and I never want to see your name in this store again. And it's the funniest thing. People will write and go that he's kicked out before and go, hey, for some reason, your website won't take my order. Can you see what's wrong? And Steve will answer back and say, yeah, because you're the asshole that called and cussed out Stephanie in my office. Fuck you. Never write me again. We're blocking you. Yeah. Steve is just that way. Steve is a wildfire. And and again, he will bend over backwards if he thinks he actually wronged you.
Steve's a great guy.
But if you call and make an ass out of yourself, game on.
Yeah.
He's the real deal. He's a real one. Because I sat with that man at the camp out and just chatted. Two fellas chit-chatting together.
Yeah.
And we chatted for 30, 45 minutes, whatever it was. And I walked away thinking, like, I love this guy. He's a great guy. Oh, what a down-to-earth, reasonable person. And he's here doing the same thing I'm doing, charity.
Yep.
Yeah, he is all heart. He is all heart. We've had such great...
When you hear him talk about the love, passion, and effort he pours into his product, you just can't help but like him even more. He's so transparent.
Yeah.
You're just like, dude, you're
Yeah.
about me. We're about the same thing.
So these new boots he has coming out, the Blackhawks. He has worked on just the booklet that goes with those boots, that goes along with it, that tells a story. He's worked on that booklet for 2 years. That's his passion for his products, and not just the products, but anything that goes along with the product. The boots were ready a long time ago. The package wasn't. And that's just the kind of guy he is. He wants it to be 100% done.
I think that's going to be awesome, though.
Oh, that's cool. It is extremely cool.
I saved all the hang tags and all the books from all the product I got from Steve over the years. And I made a book and I sent it to him, featuring his Indie Ridge stuff. And he put it up on the shelf by his Blackhawk model.
Aww.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I thought it was sweet.
Actually, I need to bring you all these hang tags I got from all these other products I'm getting.
You do.
So some of them are cool as shit. So some of these are like from like jackets that have like, weapons pockets in them and shit. So on the pocket there'll be a little hang tag with it with 2 crossed guns or something.
Yeah.
And where the loop is that you put your earphones through, it's got like a hang tag with a pair of earphones on it.
Right.
And okay.
I save all of my hang tags.
Now I know what to do with this shit.
All kinds of random shit.
I got a pile of them because I can't throw them away. I can't throw shit away.
Well, I started keeping them because they were kind of cool looking, just in themselves. And then I decided that I could, it's like on the shoes, you get that little leather hang tag on them. So I distressed it, and it just looks cool.
My dad just popped in. Everybody say hi to my dad.
Hi.
Hola.
Hey.
Hello, Dad.
Rainy Senior.
Too cool.
I didn't know that you didn't crawl out from under a rock, Mike.
I did. I did crawl up under a rock, but something put me there.
Oh, yeah.
Now I got to be on my good behavior. Everybody else, okay. Everybody stand up straight. Yeah, it's I have had the good fortune in the last few years to be associated with some really good organizations, some really good companies.
Who's Owen, Mike?
Owen? Oh, okay. Owen is my nephew.
Yeah. Okay.
Where we go? Okay, so my nephew is on my dad's profile. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, say hello to Owen, everybody. He's my nephew. So now I have to be on my real good behavior. I got to be a good role model. So anyway, so Indie Ridge boots, the camp out, even the Wings to Wheels, man. The stuff I get from them. I've got a couple of the advertisements I've done. I've just been lucky enough to walk into this life and get into YouTube and meet some really nice people. And not Biker Girl, she's a pain in the butt, but the rest of you guys are awesome. I'm just gonna say.
Huh. At least it's your turn this week.
Just kidding. So Biker Girl, when are you gonna come to a meet? When are you gonna be able to come down and visit?
Who knows?
I've got so many trips planned when you move close to me. I've got so much stuff planned. It's gonna be awesome. There's so many campouts and rides and.
I heard, Biker Girl, that you had a meet up all on your own with somebody.
I did! Wasn't that cool?
I know. I was so excited. He told me he was going to be in your neck of the woods. And I was like, hey, wouldn't that be fun? And yeah.
I think that he planned it out without me kind of knowing what he was doing.
He did.
All of a sudden, there they are. He sent me
I might have put a bug in his ear. It was fun.
I was just finishing up dinner with my pops and all of his friends, and his map came along, and he according to the map, drove right past us. I was like, hey, pops, my friend's in town. We're gonna follow. So anyways, we followed, and we ended up at Lowe's. It's like, hey, you're somewhere in the area. I don't know where you're at. And he goes, can you see, and I'm telling him what I can see across the street while we're in the Lowe's parking lot. And all of a sudden he goes, you're gonna hear my bike start up. And I looked at my friend. I was like, yeah, he thinks we're going to hear his bike start up, so we're going to say that we did, and all of a sudden we heard it. We actually heard it, And I was like, no way! He rolled on over right up to us in Lowe's. We stood there and chatted for probably...
And just like that, she's gone.
Just like that, she's froze.
Could have spent the whole... man. I was like, I lose you guys, dang it! We were... So anyways, we talked for about an hour, and then I had to bring my dad back. Like, he was falling asleep.
Oh yeah.
You know,
How's your dad doing?
In a parked car for that long, you know.
How's your dad doing?
He's getting better. He's gonna go back to Alaska. So I'm gonna try and make it down to Arizona yet again. Maybe next weekend, so I can see him before he takes off to Alaska.
Yeah. Are you okay with that?
A lot better. Yeah. Yeah, I am. I'm happy for him. It makes me feel good that he's living his life.
Okay.
He still needs to get his neck looked at. It's not healing right, but other than that, he's right as rain, man.
Nice.
Cool.
Talk to Doug about his doctor connection that he has. Maybe she can help him out.
I will. I've been talking to her. She's awesome.
Oh, okay. Good deal.
Yeah.
So my nephew was going to go into the Marines, and he has decided to go Navy now, which I'm going to say is better.
A CB! Yay!
No, he's going to be a nuclear machinist, mate, or nuclear something, not a CB.
Oh, wow.
I would, so as much as I would like to see him be a master at arms or something, he's going to get such a better training as a snipe, because I started as a snipe and then got booted over. It's a very long story. I'll tell it to you guys another time. But
a snipe?
Yeah.
Like a snipe hunt?
So they call them snipes. Yes, actually, it's very related. So engineers on a ship, you never get to see the sun. And so when you go on a snipe hunt, you're looking for something that doesn't exist. And that's the joke in the Navy, that snipes don't really exist because you never see them, because they're always down in the engine room. So, and that's where the term snipe comes from, because you never see us.
Huh.
But anyway, that's where you're going to get your best education to take with you when you leave the military, is if you get an engineering rate. If you go Army, there's not a whole lot of rates you can get that don't involve being a security guard at the mall when you get out. I'm just going to throw that out there. And in the Marines, you get a lot better training, but again, it's like there's not as many open holes. If you go in the military, CB, engineer, radar tech, sonar operator, whatever you do, there's so much more stuff you can do when you get out. So anyway, so I own a box, and I'm holding the box because I have keychains coming with I wanted them to be here by the time the camp out got here, and they didn't show up. They're going to be here after I get back. So I have keychains for everybody. I'll get those in the mail as soon as they come in. But I keep adding shit to Owen's box. He's got all kinds of shit. Owen, you got so much shit coming, it's ridiculous. I apologize to your mom in advance. It's crazy. I've got stuff from the Navy in there. I've got Harley shirts. He's getting an Indy Ridge buff. I'm sending him an Indy Ridge buff. So you're going to love it. Just wait a little longer. Paul Blart was Air Force. I believe it. We're not even
kind of downsizing at my house, so I've been sending stuff to people. And so I found a whole big bag of stuff that I sent out to my niece the other day. And it was just like my brother's old stuff and some pictures and just stuff. So I'm in with the idea of putting stuff aside for people in boxes, Mike. It's very liberating.
I need to have another giveaway. I've got all this shit.
Oh. Number one, I need to do the raffle for my book. But the other thing is, I sent 2 books to Forgotten Angels, and Joe the Mountain Jedi is going to help me raffle them off.
Cool.
Yay!
Yeah.
I was hoping Joe would come
They're
on
really
tonight.
Nice books.
Owen.
He has to work on a bike for me.
Owen, what you missed was I was talking about all the stuff that I'm sending you, and I'm waiting for a keychain to come in. I ordered a bunch of keychains for the channel, and that's what's waiting for your box to go out. So apparently everything that I just said that I'm putting in your box is going to be a surprise when it comes. So, surprise. Anyway, I'll send you one to you, biker girl. I'll get you some keychains. I was hoping they'd be here in time. They're good. They're awesome. They're the purple and blue, like the blotched model rubber with the bracelets you have that are like kind of a silicone band. They stretch. Mm-hmm. It's that material, but it's a keychain.
Oh, cool.
So it's like a wraparound. So you can like wrap them around your wrist.
Okay.
Those were popular in the 80s too. Uh-huh.
The WWJD bracelet?
Yeah. Well, mine say what would Batman do, but either way. Yeah, basically I'm sending you a bunch of shit. All right. We're closing in on the end. So we're going to go through final thoughts, because final thoughts when we first started doing them took about 5 minutes. Now they take like 30 minutes. So let's go ahead and start with Biker Girl.
It's like the Minnesota goodbyes, huh? You got to start early because it just keeps going and going.
No, it's more like a Southern goodbye. It's like, all right, time to leave. We got to go. Wait. Did you try the iced tea? Hold on. Get some food before you go. Get a pack. You didn't have any pie. Come back and sit down. Take a plate with you. Take a plate with you. Yeah.
I got saddlebags. No, it's okay. I'll put it in some Tupperware, honey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
No, it's not the slap.
Has Tupperware that is specially designed to fit my saddlebags.
What? Where did she find it?
Amazon. Yep. She's also got Tupperware that sucks down really tight in case it's something that's juicy, so she can put it on its side in the saddlebags. It's like, it's fucking amazing. But she's a really good cook. I love it.
Really?
Oh, yeah. She definitely is. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, final thought.
My grandson's a good cook, too.
Keep up with your family. You know what? And your family can be your best friend, your chosen family, too. But keep up with your family. Always have someone in your life.
Does that mean you're going to answer when I text from now on? Not make me wait? Never.
My gift to you. I make you wait.
Whatever. Yeah, it's not the slap bracelets. It's the silicone round bracelets that are kind of stretchy. It's not the slap bracelet.
Right.
I guess you got to find out, Serenity Kitty. I guess I'll have to send you one. All right, Bleak. Final thoughts.
Balance on a motorcycle is simple. Try to keep life that way.
Oh, that's a good point.
Owen, you're the only one here that doesn't ride yet.
And if you can, just ride.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep, absolutely. There are a few things in life that I find more enjoyable than riding a motorcycle. And those things I can't do in public. So, motorcycle's the next best thing.
Oh, goodness.
Serenity Kitty says, final thought, feel free to say hi next weekend. Absolutely. You guys I have not met yet. I've said this before, I'll say it again. Do not wait for me to come find you. If you see me, I'm never busy. Come see me. Come find me. Tell me who you are, because I don't know you guys from...
Yeah, don't wait till he shuts up, because he never does.
Because I won't shut up. The only things I could be doing that I don't want to talk to you is going to the bathroom. Other than that, if I'm eating, drinking, whatever, butt in. Because
So many cool people to meet. All you gotta do is say hi. Everyone I walked up to was there with a smile. I walked up to a man and I said, "Hi, I'm Bleak Rides." He goes, "Hi, I'm Gunny Z."
Oh, I love Gunny.
Isn't he great?
He's adorable.
And we started a conversation. He hit me with one of the best. So I was doing a segment on my channel called "What is a Biker?" And I was just asking people who ride a lot, don't wear a cut, aren't like a part of a group, what did they think a biker is? And he gave me the single best answer of any of the dozen people I interviewed. He said, "You ever seen a dog in a car, head sticking out the window, happy?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "That's a biker." Biker's just a dog, head sticking out the window of a car, happy. I thought, man, that's pure.
Yep.
Mild Bill, I am that guy that'll make it really uncomfortable because I will talk to you while I'm taking a piss.
These sweep ropes.
Yeah, I'm a gross motherfucker. Yeah. Dude, I was in the military. I will talk. If you're in the stall next to me, I might talk to you while I'm taking a shit. You never know. That's fucking life.
I'm good.
Yeah. You don't get to shit near me. Speaking of which, at the camp out, you probably will be. Well, hang on. Have they changed the bathrooms yet, or are they all the same?
I don't know.
It's a unisex.
I didn't go in November, if you remember.
I think they said that we have real showers now. But it is a unisex bathroom, but it does have booths. So
I
they're
showered in like a shed.
totally walked
It was
in.
kind of a strange. It was some Texas Chainsaw stuff.
Yeah, there were two showers,
yeah.
and there was a curtain. The funny thing is,
Yeah.
I never at any point felt like I was. Well, again, I was in the military, but even with knowing there was a woman right next door to me showering, it didn't bother me at all because we're all friends there. We're all family.
I know most ladies are secretly like chubby chasers. They see a chubby guy like this headed for the shower. I got a neon
You gotta
Deion
run.
Sanders. Yeah.
Keith, thanks for coming in.
Didn't have any of that. I did feel like I don't know how to put this. I want to be delicate. I did feel like if I was gonna stub my toe and get an infection or something, it was gonna happen right there.
They were pretty nasty showers. Bring shower shoes. Bring shower shoes.
And that's where
Yeah, bring shower.
I
'Cause
made
it'll
a
be
mistake
muddy.
too. Because I had those slippers, but they have like fabric on them, and I didn't want to get them wet and then like wear them throughout the day. And so I like resold it, and I'm fine. Nothing came of it, but that was gross. That was gross on my part.
I've showered in worse places. At least there were no shower squids, or shower
Yeah.
jellyfish. If anybody's been in the military, you know
Oh,
what a shower
yeah.
jellyfish is. So yeah, it wasn't that bad. I had shower shoes on. That was good enough.
You are such a descriptive man.
People are gross. That's all I'm going to say about that. I actually had in our shower, there was a bottle of bleach, and I'd pour bleach down the shower before I got in it. So while I was waiting for the shower to get hot, I'd pour bleach in, and then get all my shit ready, and then turn the water on and get in, because just to make all the shit went down. Anyway, Serenity says it was sorry, Blake. Serenity says it was much cleaner last time, but I do remember them saying they built another shower shed this time. So I think there is an actual shower shed. Bring your flip flops anyway, though.
Yeah, bring some flip flops.
Bring them flippy floppies. All bring your flippy floppies.
You don't want flippy floppies? It's gotta be a Dollar General somewhere. They got jellies.
Yeah, if you get out of the shower and there's something laying across your toe, yeah, that's not snot. Anyway. Flippy floppies,
Well,
always.
You also have to remember, it's all sand there. So once you're out of the shower, you either have to like dry your feet off meticulously well and then sock or shoe back up. But it's going to be sand back to your tent.
Well, I got the gallon jugs of water from Walmart, and when I'd get back to the tent, I'd sit in my little easy chair and wash my feet off. So I never had the illusion that I would be totally clean anytime while I was there. The first time we went there, of course, they didn't have any showers, and we got there on like a Thursday night, and we left on Sunday, went straight to a friend's house that we lived on the other side of Tampa and showered. And when on the way to the shower, I took my shoes off and was walking across her floor, and I left black footprints on her floor in the bathroom, and it looked like a frickin' muddy waterfall in her shower. We were so nasty.
Yeah. I had sand everywhere.
Yeah, the third time I went is when they had the shower trailers, and the shower trailers were great until somebody decided to use the bathrooms in them because they said do not use the toilets. Just use the shower, don't use the toilets. And somebody stopped up all the fucking sewers in the little shower trailers. But at least the last 2 times I went, we had real showers. So they did put the outdoor shower out there and ran the hose to it. And I did make that was the second, third, and fourth trips out there. They basically had like the trellises they make that have like they're like little booths that'll have like the little trellis that like ivies grow on.
Yeah.
Basically, they had that around like a little booth, and they had a water hose. And so you could go in there with your little shorts on and at least get a good rinse off.
Yeah.
Couldn't get naked
Well,
because
I
because-
Take a horror bath.
Be clear that none of that was even expected on my part. Every bit of it was a surprise, and I was thankful for the opportunity.
Yep.
These people opened their door to me, their home to me. I met Cindy and had a nice little coffee, and then I helped sweep a little camp room, and I got to chat with David, and I got to use a shower, and after the shower, I got to go fucking stare at goats, which was a little treat in itself. I was like, oh, this is amazing. Look, there's like a little petting zoo right here.
Yeah, she has a little mini zoo out there.
Yeah, and like you're in someone's home. This is
Yeah.
someone's home, and you also want to be respectful and just be thankful that
Yeah.
they've taken the time to even try to create all these little amenities for us to use, and and don't be afraid to ask maybe what the rules are or where something is. There was a bunch of people running around who I feel terrible, most whose names I've probably already forgotten, and why I need to go back, because they were out moving trash in the mornings, and they were out picking up bottles and picking up after all of us, and they didn't have to do any of that, and it was such a nice atmosphere and such a great place to unwind with people who weren't there to like flex or just be seen. It was there because they wanted to be part of something, and it was a different vibe altogether. And you go in with a little humility and a little respect, I think you'll have an absolutely once in a lifetime kind of time. There you go, talking again.
Oh, it says wow. Yeah, we're a special breed. Man, I don't have anything else to add to that. I had a great time there. Again, it was just. I keep saying this. When I get to Forgotten Angels, it was like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. When the little kid that's always just like a cowboy, when he steps into the studio and all of a sudden he gets inside the camera and he's like, oh my God, there's Indian Bob and there's Cowboy Joe and, all this. Because you're standing in the middle of all these people that you've seen on YouTube for like a year.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they're coming and they start talking to you like you're their best friend.
What always cracks me up is some of the coolest people I've ever met in life are tiny people. And some of them I haven't even met. I remember seeing Danzig live. He's a tiny guy. He's super buff, but he's just a little guy. And I remember meeting Shay, and she's a tiny person.
She's tinier. Yeah, she's tinier in person. And she talks about how...
you, and I was like, holy smokes, this is crazy. How do you get so small? I can't talk like that. I don't know, it comes off wrong. But I was genuinely amused and amazed and like...
Regina, you're welcome anytime.
It's the fun of getting to meet other people. And then Shade Tree was exactly what I expected. I had already met you. I knew
He was shorter in person too, because he kept telling everybody he was 6'5" and shit. And every time he tells people how tall he is, he gets an inch shorter. Yeah. Oh yeah. When I first started watching him, he's like, "Oh, I'm 6'5", blah blah blah." And as he talked, it got shorter and shorter and shorter, and he's actually like 6'1". No, he's 5'13".
Bueller, I thought was going to be a big, sort of imposing guy, and he's like my size. He was approachable, absolutely approachable.
Some people are larger than life. They have an image, and even then, I mean, we've all met the people that they may not be very tall, but just their image pushes that they're an entity. They're an entity. Let's say that.
Joan Jett had the biggest voice in music for a minute, and she was tiny, the tiniest person.
Yep. Yeah.
And so some of the most talented and most interesting and biggest personalities in the world I've ever met come from the tiniest packages.
I haven't met you yet, but I will. 5'1"'s a good height. Usually, she says she can reach the ground. She's big enough to ride a motorcycle on her own. So,
the violinist from one of my favorite bands, Bridge City Sinners, tiny guy, just uber tiny. Well, then the lead singer, Libby Lux, tiny lady, just tiny. And I'm like, man, how do you get so much sound out of such a small person? That's incredible. And you got the pipes of a much larger person.
I don't think Regina's that short. Maybe she is. I don't know. I guess I get used to being a little taller than everybody, and every once in a while I'll meet somebody that's taller than me, and I'm like, how the fuck do you get so tall?
Yeah.
I'm used to being not the, I don't know, maybe not the tallest person in the room, but pretty much taller than everybody else. And then, of course, Bleak's what? You're like 6'1"?
No, I'm 5'11".
You're 5'11". You're taller than me. We hug at the same height. I'm 5'10". We hug at the same height.
Issues lately, I've been about 5'9". But I've been walking with quite a little. My L3 and L4 ain't been happy, and I just had my first double epidural. I don't. It's like.
Ow.
Like,
Did it help you?
It did. It did quite a
Good.
bit. Because the singles weren't doing it anymore. And
I'll be right back. Hold on.
I can to avoid a back surgery and just keep riding as much as I can and not interfering with my riding career and coaching. And
I'm
stuff.
going in Monday to get bilateral neck injections. I'm so excited.
Yeah, well, when you get something with some relief, this was because the normal epidurals weren't doing it anymore, and I can't imagine a life, Lila, where I don't ride a damn motorcycle, and
I hear you.
it's so scary dealing with all the. I did a lot of crazy shit as a kid. I jumped trains and I rode skateboards and I got beat up by a mountain trying to snowboard the first time, and been in car accidents and just put every kind of lick onto this body that I could. And now at 44, every one of them are coming back like, hey, remember me? And then I'm like, oh yeah, oh my gosh, I sure do. And I can't deal with it. I don't have time for whatever the doctor's trying to tell me, and it's like I got to keep riding. I got more stuff to do, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty fortunate. I've got my doctors so that they kind of feel like, a body in motion stays in motion, which I think is very true. And although that said, I'm trying to get all the motion in I can in the next couple of years, just in case some shit changes in my life,
Yeah.
So Maine it is.
What's back to the Lorraine's tall comment? One of the things that also blows me away is the amount of tall people I meet who own Sportsters.
Yep.
And then a good number of them have said stuff about like, yeah, I don't know what I was doing before I got forward controls, and I'm looking at them like, I don't either. Holy smokes, where'd you put all them legs? You had mids. You're whatever you are, 7 foot tall, and you had mids. That's incredible. What a testament to riding you have.
Back in the day, people just got used to riding with their knees up around their ears because, for whatever reason, they couldn't afford all that custom bullshit and they couldn't fabricate on their own. So
yeah,
it was what it was. I remember my mechanic, when he put my Sportster back together, I was like, I want forward foot pegs. He's like, you don't need them. This would be David Mildville. And he's like, you don't need them. And I'm like, but I want them. Well, okay. And so then the bike was done and we did not get forward pegs on it. So I took it back in for something or other. David took it down the road and he comes back and he goes, leave it here though. I'm going to put forward pegs on it for you.
Gma, go ahead and put, since you have permissions,
okay,
put Bill's channel into the comments there. Put the link.
Okay. Yep.
As my closing statement, let's see. Again, I'll always be nice. Be kind if you could be anything, except to Biker Girl, because she's mean to everybody. There's no need to treat her nice. She doesn't call people back. She doesn't write. She doesn't text. So yeah, it's true. I'm like, are you okay? You're okay? Wink if you're okay. Nod twice if you're okay. And I want to hear shit. And next thing I hear from her is like Friday, hey, are we still on tonight? I'm like, new phone, who dis? And that's damn you. But anyway, yes, it may not at the time be easier to be nice to someone, but you'll always feel better about yourself if you're not a total jackass to somebody and just let them go. Too many times, especially again in the last few days, I've just had to get these comments from people after I tell them in a fully articulate version of my thoughts, and they just want to be mean because they can't think of anything nice to say. It's been so hard to not say anything mean back. However, it's easier to not say mean shit back because then you've done exactly what these trolls want you to do and prop up their channel and give them views and make them feel like they're an important person. It's so much easier to just absolutely ignore them and make them feel like the pile of shit that they really are. And with that, thanks everyone for coming. Let's see. Let's find... does anyone else have any final statements? I don't want to cut anybody off.
I don't mean to blow anybody off. I'm sorry. I'm not a mean person.
It's fine.
I'm not a mean person.
Yeah, you're naughty. You're naughty by nature, mean girl.
if you will, watch Rainy Rider all day, all night, all day.
Oh, one other thing. If you're going to be at the camp out, Friday is usually Crazy Shirt Day. And I have bought a new crazy shirt this year. Usually I'll buy like a button-up, like a Hawaiian shirt with crazy prints on it and shit. They're very cheap on Amazon, $15-20. And I have so many of them now, but I got a new one this year. And if you didn't see it the other night, it's a chimpanzee smoking a cigar and drinking a little glass of the frosty adult beverage. So if you want to see it in person, show up to the camp out. If you have time, go to Walmart. Go to Goodwill. Goodwill has the best crazy button-up shirts. They're awesome.
Oh yeah.
So go buy a stupid shirt. Let's show off. Show me your stupid shirts. I'll have stickers. I won't have the keychains this time, but I'll have them next time. So for now, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. Check out all these people's channels. They're making videos. Biker Girl's still posting videos from 1967, but she is still posting. So go to her channel, look at her stuff. She's on Instagram. Gma is making some craft videos, plus some travel videos. Bleak.
And museum videos.
Yes, Bleak's customizing his shit and making, posting a lot of funny videos from Big Barn Harley up in Des Moines.
And I'm thinking about trying a new direction even recently where I ride somewhere and I read a bit, read some passages to you. The audience. Welcome to come along on the ride. I always try to bring people along on the journey. Not everybody gets a chance to ride, so maybe they just want to come hop on the bike with me and go out somewheres and read a little bit, come back.
Yeah.
I also do reviews, travel, try to talk about tips and stuff I learned that's helped me along the way in enjoying moto life.
Biker Girl, you saying you need hugs, or would you rather have a hug except for something else? I'm not even.
No, like
I'm missing
instead
so
of
much.
smacking you around to give you a hug.
Oh, that's so mushy.
God.
She won't. She'll hit me. She'll hit me. I'd take a hug.
I'll hit him.
I'll hug.
I'll smack the crap out of him for you, girlfriend. I got you.
No.
I'm a hugger, but I'm also a
Nah,
thugger.
no.
So
I won't. I'm not really that mean. Not usually.
yeah, Regina. Yeah, if you want to take a ride on the bike, sometimes ask my wife first. Make sure it's okay, and I'm sure she'll say yes. So yeah, I'll take you out.
Yeah, I'm
It'll be
already
fun.
on Bill's page. I must have already subbed. I must not have the bell ring or nothing. Though, 'cause he posted a video a month ago. And
It's funny sometimes to see when people comment on my videos and I don't know they have a channel, and then when I go to their channel one day and I'm like, oh my god, that person. Mikey,
Yeah, they're killing it.
yeah, Mickey on Twos has been is seen in my videos and commented on my videos and been in the live a couple times. And
His channel is really nice.
well, I just realized he works at Matt Laidlaw Harley Davidson,
nice.
and I was like, oh my god, I have somebody from Matt Laidlaw. And the other guy that's in there, well, then I found out that they, of course, they're Indy Ridge. Indy Ridge is sold at Matt Laidlaw Harley Davidson, and through Steve and through Indy Ridge, they started watching my videos because I was making videos for Indy Ridge. And it's weird how it's a small world. It is. It's crazy how you know people that you didn't know you knew.
How we get Indy Ridge at Big Barn, because I think a lot of people like it. A lot of our staff even wear motorcycle boots just in their day-to-day. That's their day-to-day wear. And I think if they understood the pinnacle of boot that is Indy Ridge, man. But I don't know. We're Harley, and we sell a lot of Harley stuff. And so
You know,
maybe they don't
actually,
want to mess with that.
Harley Davidson boots are pretty comfortable in my book.
Yeah. They are. Well, that's what all the staff wear. They all wear Harley boots.
Yeah. I imagine they get an employee discount, but I wear Harley boots because they make them wide. And I've had a couple of foot injuries, so I even tried stretching out my Indy Bridge boots with some of those things you get from Amazon, that crank the shit out of your boot and stretch them for you. But
I always buy them big. No, they're very thick leather. I always buy my boots, any boot, I buy it big and let it shrink down, because stretching the boots it's never worked for me. Probably because I have such big feet and I walk a lot, so my
they
feet
don't
actually
stretch
swell.
sideways though, no matter how much.
No,
And
got
if you get
to.
a bigger boot, you just get a bigger boot, and you got that much extra toe room.
Oh no, yeah. Once you sweat in them a little bit, which I have no problem doing, or ride in the rain, you ride in the rain, and the boot will shrink up. So I'm not saying get them like a size bigger. I always go a size larger and let them shrink down to fit my foot. because I do a shitload of walking and my feet always swell.
I'm rather heretical a lot of the time. I don't mean I am. And I have icons. They're not boots. They're like tennis shoes, is what I equate them to. But they're sold as a riding shoe thing. They look just like a pair of like runners, but they have the ankle protection. They have the heel protection. The toe, I don't know what you would call that. It's got like what feels like a plastic toe, but it's not hard. So I'm like,
composite.
If your foot was grinding across the concrete, I don't know how long I'd have any expectation that this thing would last. But I like them. They're comfy. They offer some semblance of comfort, or not comfort, but of safety. But they're no different than wearing sneakers. And I'm on my feet all day at that point. It's got to be like sneakers. I can't do the hard platform. My Indies are probably nice, though. I got those, where are they, the Armstrongs. Those have a nice curve to them, so you can actually kind of run in them. And that's pretty nice.
Yeah, the Armstrongs are probably the white soled ones, right?
Yeah.
Because now they come in multiple.
Yeah.
They're the most comfortable for walking around in, and they're also the coolest. So when I'm on the bike for a long time, I wear the coffee soles. When I'm walking around, I wear the white soles. So I always show up down there in two pairs of boots. Mostly because by the end of it, whatever boots I've worn the whole time are full of dirt. And I can wrench them out, hang them on the back of the bike, and wear the other pair all the way home. Yes, Regina had a wreck. Somebody was rude to her in her truck, and she had a wreck. So everybody wish her well.
That's not nice.
Yeah. See, I told you the final thoughts now take at least 30 minutes every time.
Oh, my goodness.
All right.
Midwest goodbyes.
For real, y'all. Yeah, bring a plate with you. All right. Like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't already, subscribe. It helps out the channel. And if you can, go down below. Go to the link in the description, not all the little pictures, and buy a t-shirt, coffee mug, some shit. Helps out the channel and helps make sure that I can buy all these cool cameras and shit for the channel. So with that, let's see. Let's go with tune number 6. That's always a popular one. It was popular with John Holmes. Anyway. All right, y'all. It's been wonderful having you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Friday, I will not have a live next Friday because I will be in Florida. So until next time, bye.